Alright, let's see. We'll see once this actually kicks on, we'll be good to go.
Where's the chat windows down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Alright, yep. We actually should be on. Let's update this one more time. Make sure it fucking takes. Alright, cool. So we'll see. People should start trickling in here.
Okay. I know I talked it up at work. Bob Knox is probably going to
Oh, yeah?
us tonight, so.
That'll be good.
It is fun to.
Oh, I mean,
work
it's
with a bunch of Magic players.
yeah, that's what I was surprised. Like when I got to that, and because when I was talking to Bob about it, I was like, "You work with who?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that was really funny to me.
You get to make the hiring decision.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, that's what. I still haven't found anybody in my office that plays Magic yet. But it's only a matter of time.
I mean, we're getting pretty close to a draft. I mean, even the folks that don't play Magic, we've got a lot of folks that watch like StarCraft streams or.
So the big old nerdy office.
Oh yeah, we're super. I mean, we're an information systems company. What do you expect to get?
Oh goodness. Alright, but it's slow. Yeah, no, we've got a my little brother's been streaming his own stuff.
Yeah, what is he streaming?
A lot of different stuff. Like a lot of Dark Souls, Fallout, Vindictus, Portal, all kinds of different stuff. And he has gotten he's gotten really into it. Like he's got I need to talk to him because he's got an actually really cool like moderator bot that pops up and displays the like every hour does the all the social outlets.
Cool.
So, which I want to do, but
That's awesome.
yeah. So it's pretty good. So, all right, I guess we can go ahead because this is going to show up on YouTube. So, yeah. No, so what it's I'm still really curious about the Ascendancy combo, the Jeskai Ascendancy.
Well, I've been sworn to a little bit of secrecy about that. But yeah, no, it's the real deal in every format except Vintage, maybe.
Really, in Legacy?
I think it's much better than people give it credit for.
Okay.
Yeah. Certainly, I'm expecting to see a lot of that combo played at the Pro Tour. I know that there are aspects of it that people are going to have to figure out the best strategy with that. But I think it really is going to work the standard Pro Tour that we're going into play. So I think that's going to be an interesting thing. I'm a big fan of combo, although I tend to play fair decks in Legacy, which currently at least. I guess my most notable deck in Legacy is High Tide. I have the Candelabras for it. I really like playing it when I get the chance. Pretty proficient at it. I'm proud to say that I've never picked up an unintentional draw with the deck, which is something that I don't think a lot of people can say.
I can think of one other person that could probably say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
We're down in the basement of Dice Dojo, so it's a little bit
it's a little
shaky
sketchy.
ground here. Having played a couple Pro Tours, played at a lot of GPs, I get to work with some really cool players like Matthias Hunt, for example, who borrowed my my High Tide deck for one of the Legacy GPs. I was playing.
That's who it was that he was playing.
Yeah.
All right. I remember watching my camera and I was like, Matthias is on High Tide. What?
Yeah. So I think I was on. I have a pretty extensive Legacy collection. So I can build a lot of the decks. I think I was on Reanimator when he was playing High Tide.
Yeah, that was Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually came fairly reasonably close to top 8ing that tournament, which would have been great, but obviously fell a little bit short on camera actually to Ben Freeman, who was playing Stoneforge. We've been practicing that morning. Obviously Stoneforge was a big deal that tournament. Lost to him in round 14, I believe, and
Okay.
then he went on to get 9th or 10th, I think. So kind of
Yeah.
sucked all around. But
Yeah.
but I think with a win there, I need to win one of my last two, and I would have top 8'd. It was a a really good tournament to be on Reanimator. I think it was right after Grizzlebrand came out.
Yeah, that was a tournament that Jerry Thompson was not of this world. Kept pushing that, and
correct,
then I heard rumors that there was that it leaked out, and he was a little upset that it leaked as far as the tech goes.
Yeah,
but...
I mean it's interesting. So it looks like we've got pairings for the first round here. There's.
Do you see anybody with an interesting deck that we want to
Well,
put on
you know what? Kyle, I always like seeing Kyle play. Played him a couple times, and he's playing David Gleicher, who actually just queued for the Pro Tour in the 87-person South Bend PTQ on Saturday.
It was only 87?
87. I unfortunately was sick, and so I couldn't attend.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but it was 87 people. If I had known it was 87, I would have pulled my coughing. Sorry, but out there. So Gleicher took that down. So it's good to see him back on the Pro Tour. He's one of those guys from Chicago. Pretty perennial Pro Tour player.
I was just going to put table one.
Probably going to be his 4th or 5th Pro Tour.
Can you put Greg versus Kyle versus David?
Gleicher versus So I mean Gleicher, obviously a really solid player from the Chicago area. Has been on the Pro Tour many times. Expect good things from him. This is the last season that we're going to be queuing in the current system before they do the preliminary PTQs. So that'll definitely be interesting. It's good to see for sure. Such a good player, continue to queue for the Pro Tour, even though he'd fallen off. It wasn't gold, but definitely have seen him queue many times from the BTQs.
Yeah.
So we've got David Gleicher on the right, and we've got Kyle Norman on the left.
Kyer.
Oh, sorry. What?
I typed it Kyer.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So Kyle will be playing his 4-color.
Is he on GRUB?
Yeah, he's on his GRUB Booze Cruise. So he'll be playing one of the breakout cards from Khan's Treasure Cruise, also known as Booze Cruise. So this is definitely something.
Ready, set, go.
All right, and David Gleicher.
Do we know what he's on? Is he still on Bug or?
I would expect him to be on Bug. So Gleicher traditionally has played a birthing pod deck.
Yes, I'm a big fan of his birthing pod deck, and I was very sad when I saw him playing Bug starting last week. He played it both Monday and Thursday.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see him on his Bug Delver with Booze Cruise or Treasure Cruise, as it were. He really decided that when people were ancestral recalling, he didn't want to not be doing that. So we're gonna see, I guess, the battle of the draw threes. Kyle Norman, definitely someone to not really stick within the typical legacy archetypes.
Ninjas, Alurin, Tin Fins. He hasn't played Doomsday yet, which I'm very sad about.
I actually have Doomsday.
Put together. He's got the card. He's got the cards for it too. He just hasn't played it.
I've definitely played that deck. It is quite skill intensive.
Yeah, and I mean, it really comes down to from when honestly, when Kyle and I really started playing competitively, it was back in college. And the meta that we had there was A, extremely competitive, but also B, extremely creative. And we also happened to start playing competitively in the Shards Lorwyn standard, which had mana bases that you could do whatever the fuck you wanted to. And so we really got to play. I mean, like, we were playing Cryptic Command and Demigod Revenge in the same deck.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was completely reasonable. Like, you're like, oh, turn 5, fuck, I've got to hit 5 black and 3 blue on, or turn 4. Yeah, got that. Done. Reflecting Pool and a Vivid, done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I guess my first real competitive standard deck was Mythic Conscription. Which the mana bases weren't quite as good, but you did get a little snake that made all of your mana perfect, especially when you could turn 2 Night of the Reliquary.
Those damn fetches. Those damn fetches.
Yeah.
Lotus Cobra, make a lot of mana.
Well, it was the play was turn 1 Noble Hierarch.
Yeah.
Turn 2, play Lotus Cobra.
Play a fetch.
Crack the fetch, tap it, you play your Knight of the Reliquary, and you basically won the game at that point.
Yeah, mana was still very good until it wasn't until Shards really rotated out that we started getting into the Dark Ages, and I call it the Zendikar Mirrored-in block.
Yeah, I mean,
which
it wasn't too bad.
Well, it just made it normal. It made it normal again. We went from having insane mana bases to
alright. So normal. it looks like we've got a match here. So as we said, Kyle Norman on Booze Cruise looks like he may. I don't know who's on the play here. Okay, so we've got
he's gonna throw that back.
Is he really? I don't think so.
Really? He's gonna.
I think Triple Waste is actually really good against Glacier. You'll see. Yeah. So it looks like Glacier's on Bug.
Okay.
So the Triple Waste hand is actually really relevant here.
He does have a colored source. So, I mean, like,
yeah. I mean, but I guess my point is that. So unfortunately,
yeah, I was like, this is Glacier, the play that he has. Like, if Glacier makes
maybe
a play,
I didn't see all of Kyle's hand.
I think he has a lightning bolt.
Yeah, if he has a lightning bolt, this is actually just fine for him. Yeah. So we're gonna probe for 2 life. We're gonna look at Glacier's hand. Hopefully, we get to see it too. So we've got a Daze here, which is actually really important to know. But it's Daze, Double Waste, Force Ponder. Very, very interesting hand. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna suck for Kyle too. It's not.
I don't think it's that bad. You'll not see the lightning bolt, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll likely hold the fetch up, and then just pass the turn, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's
still. There you see Kyle pass the turn. So. We're going to see Delver trigger. Delver flips off of Force.
Yeah.
So then again, so we've got Force, Daze, Double Wasteland, Ponder. We'll probably see a Ponder, which will actually make that hand much worse for Glacier.
Yeah, I mean, I would have, yeah, I guess there's really nothing else to do there, especially after seeing the Daze. But... Gonna get into 3. Gonna go down to.
Kyle's down to 15.
We gotta keep it down just a little bit because of the door being open. But I'm a terrible person, Lauren. Terrible person. Oh gosh. I know, terrible. All right, so Kyle is down to 15.
We'll see. As I said, we'll see the Ponder here. I can't imagine that Glacier keeps this top 3.
Do you notice what they were?
I saw 2 fetch lands, which suggests to me that he doesn't keep it, but we'll see. I mean, very interesting spot, because the first lightning bolt is almost certainly not going to resolve, and then you've got Kyle exposed to not actually having a colored source, which is a pretty rough spot for him. All right, so we actually see him keep and play a fetch land off the top. I'm expecting.
Kyle's drawing a Force now, though, too. So he can really fight over this.
Okay, so what are we gonna see? We're gonna see Wasteland played. I would assume to play around the Daze.
Like Kyle's gonna be really worried though. as soon as he cracks this fetch, he knows Glacier's going to immediately shoot it with his own wasteland. Like, once he gets probably a volcanic island.
Well, this is interesting. So Kyle immediately wastelands the... That seems really bad. Oh, this is actually amazing. So what he's going to do is, because he knows that Glacier doesn't have another island, he's going to wait until he cracks it, play around the days, because there's no island in play. This is a next level play by Kyle Miller.
Good job, Kyle. Good job. Kyle down to 12 up the Delver swing. Okay. Glacier going to play Wasteland of his own.
Oh, so this is the problem with making that play, is that it actually may not work. We'll see. Is that a
Mr. Rainforest?
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Besiege you or something.
I besiege you? Kyle going deep. Kyle going deep.
All right.
He really wants that treasure cruise to resolve.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Actually, this is quite interesting. I don't know why. Well, anyway.
I almost wonder if you just play the Wasteland. Wasteland is Wasteland, and then.
I just don't understand why he's taking life, right? Like taking hits to his life.
Yeah.
And B, letting Glacier play around this by just like hard casting the days potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're still taking 3.
Kyle, the king of the sandbag.
I mean, I understand waiting to play your cards, especially in a format like Legacy, but this is kind of ridiculous.
Like,
so we see a Delver.
Not good. There's the waste in the waste.
Really?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah, because
sure.
I think Kyle knows that David doesn't run days. I mean, I don't think many, but
Glacier had days.
Oh, does he?
In his hand.
After the reveal?
Yeah, it was during the he had force days. He had force days pondered, and then he drew a second force to flip the Delver. So we know he has force days.
And another wasteland.
Yes. So I think that's all the cards in his hand. He has 4 cards in his hand.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't recall seeing the days.
Yeah.
So that was a kind of risky play.
Yeah, I don't really understand why we're doing this here. So, anyway.
Kyle really wants that Delver to resolve then.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine, I think.
Well,
although it should have been done turns ago, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that Delver got in about 6 more damage than it really should have.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I could see the first time you make the decision to play around. So you're gonna have Glacier crack his fetch.
Yeah.
And you're gonna play around the days that way. Turns that card off, which is actually kind of nice. But we're gonna see here, Kyle play a Delver that's gonna get countered.
Is he gonna play the Delver though? He might just be setting up for. I don't know why he would have cracked the fetch then, but.
Well, he has a brainstorm in hand, which would suggest to me that he's gonna play it. That seems aggressive.
Yeah. Okay.
See this. You know.
I mean, it makes
Kyle's on at 7 also, by the way.
Oh, okay. But I mean, this also makes like, does Glacier really want to just go ahead and counter a? You waste the days on the brainstorm. I mean, Kyle doesn't have that much mana, so it's not like he's gonna be able to play like consistently play around. Actually, I don't know, because next turn he will be able to, like any of the meaningful cards that David's worried about, he will be able, because they're all at 1 mana. I mean, Death Right, it's not going to be great here for David, especially since, like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of like Treasure Cruise in the bug decks, because you're still running Tarmogoyf. I don't know.
Yeah, Treasure Cruise is fine.
I don't know. Because, like, it's just...
Glacier's certainly playing it, I think. Okay, so we're going to see a double fetch here.
Glacier's going to go down to 17.
Yeah. We're going to see probably a Trop and an Underground Sea.
Alright. What else does David have in his hand, though? He doesn't have any. Did he draw a Goyf and we just didn't see it, or he's just because otherwise I don't know why you crack both fetches.
Maybe you're cruising.
Maybe you're cruising.
That would make sense to me.
Okay. Oh, and you still got another fetch. So there's the treasure cruise.
Treasure cruise.
Draw 3. Do it. Do it, David.
This is the recall.
Yeah. All right.
And
David is now ahead in this game.
I mean, that may be true. We'll probably see a Tarmogoyf, at least.
Yeah. So there's definitely a Tarmogoyf in him.
And you see Glacier spread out his cards quite luxuriously.
And Glacier does have another fetch in hand, so why would you pass the turn here? Don't you just play a land and...
Well, probably play Delver.
He's got Death Fright, yep.
Death Fright, okay.
Oh.
Waste.
Alright.
So
that's fine.
I don't really know that Kyle can let that exist. Like, that seems really bad for him.
The Death Fright?
Yeah, so we're going to bolt. Fork Bolt. So, Fork Bolt, a card that can do 2 damage distributed to 1 or 2 creatures or players.
Yeah.
So we'll see both directed at the Death Right. You see the Wasteland, which will probably... So this is actually an interesting question. Do you waste the Trop here? I
don't think so. You just saw him draw a bunch of cards. Odds are he's got another land in hand. Like, and then if you do, so in Kyle's position, you know he's got a Daze already, and like I don't think I'm not going to take that risk. Like I know my opponent has a Daze. If he has a land in this play, it just blows me out. Kyle's also got I think he's got a Young Pyromancer in hand. I think that's what that red card is in the very end.
I believe so too. She does make Goyf. Oh, yeah. Oh. Can you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We will see a hymn to Turok, I believe. Okay. Hymn to Turok, discard 2 cards at random. He picks Delver and something else.
Oh, you're on them now.
Alright.
Now we're set. Alright. What did I miss? Anything fun and interesting and cool?
Well, Hymn to Turok, which
that's good.
Was fun for one side of the board.
So I see a Delver in the yard. Oh, Kyle's got another Delver. It's okay.
Yeah. We'll probably see a fight, I would think.
Nope. Delver resolved. I think there's an abrupt... Nope, there's a Goyf.
Okay, we see a Goyf, although we may fight over this. He does have a mana up, so he can pay for days.
Yeah. But then he's got to get rid of a second Delver, which...
I think is fine.
Yeah, probably.
Death Right.
Kyle's going to let it resolve, though. I guess he's trying to protect his own Delver?
Well, he's probably trying to get Young Pyromancer up before he starts...
I think Young Pyromancer... I think it went to the yard. Because...
Okay, so we see a Delver flip off of a
Lightning Bolt.
Which is actually pretty ideal,
so,
although...
And Goyf right now is... I see Sorcery, Creature, Land, Instant?
Instant for sure, because we have a Brainstorm on the... And some Lightning Bolts on the...
yeah, on Kyle's side.
So we're going to see a Bolt there, although this is really ugly for... Yeah, see, he really shouldn't have let that Goyf resolve.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. No, because now it's just going to beat face. It's going to get in. Kyle's going to be down to 3. Well, maybe not, because Kyle didn't actually swing.
Is he going to try to block? If you're going to block here,
why'd you waste a Lightning Bolt?
Right.
I imagine we're going to see him fall to 3. I don't know. Yeah,
He's gonna block.
Is he blocking?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
See, this is the problem with you waiting so many turns to try to Lightning Bolt the...
Yeah, the original Delver. I mean, Kyle, like...
Now you have another freaking Death Right. So Glacier's going to bury him and...
Yeah.
Advantage, it's fine. Okay, Brainstorm. let me find my reset button that does not exist in the GRUB Boost Cruise deck.
I mean, if Kyle like got,
there's no reset button.
If he had land, Pyromancer, and a free spell, then that, well, if it's land, Pyromancer, and a bolt, then that can get him out of this position.
Not really, but Kyle scoops up his card.
Well, I mean, it chump blockers for Goyf and then gets rid of the death, right?
That's
assuming that he has nothing else going on.
It's a real stretch, right? Because so we saw there the power of a draw 3 spell. Leisure obviously taking that one down comfortably. I don't feel like GRUB is in favored against Bug.
Yeah.
It seems really tough, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think it's honestly comes down more to who's on play. Who's
you really think so?
I think so, because like, and then I mean, to be fair, like Kyle like just tried to play around way too much shit there, and he really should have done some. Yeah. I mean, if he had 6 more points of life there, the game would have been very different. I'm not quite sure why Kyle kept playing around everything. Like I know he had that daze, but I think he just, I guess he was just really worried about getting wasted out. Like I don't know.
I guess so.
Yeah, not entirely sure, but I mean, I honestly think that GRUB is a better cruise home than Bug Delver.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty confident in that, just because like GRUB's got so many more spells that it can just churn out like regularly. It doesn't care about having to like, well, shit, if I cast this, am I going to neuter Goyf by like 2 points? Like, it's got Gataxian and Probe. I mean, everything it's doing is putting stuff in there.
I mean, couldn't agree more about that aspect of it. I just feel like Bug has a lot more answers to things. It's a lot more consistent deck.
Yeah, that's exactly what Chad just said. AJ Zinni wanted to point out that Kyle's sketchy-ass mana base versus a deck that's more consistent and plays threats that are impactful on their own.
I couldn't agree more with that statement.
Which is probably true. But I mean, again, like, active Pyromancer, though, like, that stops Goyf pretty well.
I mean, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, but you have to get to that point. Is the fun thing!
Also, you have so many colors. I don't know that I ever want to play that many colors outside of like Khan's Takar.
What, 4 colors? I'll play 4 colors.
Yeah, but dude, I was having so much fun in the Khan's pre-release. Just like.
Would you get 2 colors? Or?
Oh no, I just did 5 colors.
Oh, did you?
Every time. It just feels so good. The mana in that format's so good.
I don't know if I trust that. Like I've done
I mean, I went 16. 3-1 on the weekend. On the Khan's this weekend.
Is that sealed, all of it?
All sealed.
Yeah, it's
just like
sealed. I think it's a little easier to do than draft. Like I've been drafting a little bit. Can definitely say I've not gotten this format down because I am not doing great in the drafts. My record not that great. Oh well, hello, Belle Winfrey, Blue Winfrey.
I think that's Oprah Winfrey.
It probably is. That'd be great. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't. I still will say that I think Blue Red Delver and GRUB are better homes for Booze Cruise. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I just think there are, and they might be edge cases, but I think there are cases that you're just gonna fuck yourself. I don't know.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But, like, I never really feel bad having a Goyf on the field.
What is happening? Is that the camera that's shaking or the table? Oh, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell sometimes. I don't even know. All right, but the game's going to start. Looks like both players are going to keep their 7. 12-dude Jess guy with Endless Bounce is pretty good in draft. Makes 5-color decks look really through to play. We don't speak that language, Zinni. I'm sorry. But Gataxian Probe from Kyle. Kyle going to go down to 18. We're going to see Ponder, Deathrite, Waste, Disfigure, Underground Sea, and Brainstorm. So if Kyle has a Wasteland, this gets a little hairy for David, unless he sees, like, depending on...
I feel like, hopefully we have a Delver here, because that...
Yeah, just a good follow-up play.
We have a couple Brainstorms, it looks like.
So it is Oprah. Alright, so we'll just call Winfrey Oprah. Which is good. Deathrite, that's fine. I think that's an acceptable follow-up to the probe. I think David just drew another land, though, so Wasteland's not going to be as big of a hoopla-doo as it would have been. Maybe, actually. Actually, I don't know. He didn't move it to the front of his hand with the other land. Underground Sea coming into play for David. We're going to just see it pass the turn. And immediately disfigure, yeah. So...
Brainstorm.
He really wants the... does he not have... Kyle must not have another follow-up, then. That's the only thing that... if he's willing to fight over this, or maybe he's just learning his lesson from last game and being a little bit more aggressive.
I mean, you have to be when you're in this matchup, right? Like,
yeah.
Glacier's playing removal. We see the disfigure here. I really think... I think Kyle's path to victory with this matchup is being the aggressor, getting an early Delver, and really stomping Glacier before he gets really in control of the match.
You know what Kyle's deck needs? I like
Treasure Cruise?
I mean, Treasure Cruise, sure. But I also want to see Beseiju. And I want to see Cavernous Souls. And because you name human, guess what you get to play? Other than that, it's terrible. But you do get to play Delver and Young Peasy off of that, which is pretty nice. Alright, so I was correct. David did get another land. David going to go to 19, though, cracking that fetch.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough match for Kyle, it looks like.
I mean, he's got answers to a lot of the stuff that David's going to be able to play, though.
Yeah, but does he have another land?
I thought he did. Maybe he doesn't. I could be wrong.
I mean,
but I mean, on the same...
Well, there's a volcanic on the top.
There we go.
Probably saved him.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Alright, so do you burn...
Okay. Yeah. Purple real good at getting rid of Deathrite Shaman.
Just 2 toughness, creasiness is pretty good. Off the Ponder, what is that?
It's off screen is what it is. We see a Scalding Tarn on top.
Is that what that was?
Misty.
So is it just 3 lands?
I think so. We're probably going to see the land draw in the...
and then a fetch. But then, with this,
He's going to draw another land? I don't like this at all.
Oh, no. He'll upkeep Brainstorm. Upkeep Brainstorm, put the 2 lands back, and then fetch away.
No. I mean, he won't upkeep Brainstorm. He'll just main phase it, probably.
Well, no, because then he's going to have to draw a 3rd land, or a 4th land. He doesn't want to do that.
Back.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But, I mean, I guess this way he gets 1 card deeper, but he's... Yeah, no, main phase is actually just better, because then he's seeing 3 new cards. Yeah, so don't listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Not really. Not really. I don't know. Everybody's being so quiet in chat. Nobody's like talking really. It's very
I want to hear all of my erudite thoughts.
That could be it. That could be it. So Ponder resolving from David. David going to draw a Force of Will off that Ponder. Looks like we might see a Wasteland onto the Trop, and just to pass it. That
seems like a mistake to me.
Yeah, I don't.
Although I'm pretty sure Glacier doesn't really know the GRUB, so I think that probably.
Oh, I think they've tested before. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. David's relatively familiar with what's going on.
So we see Kyle Brainstorm here. I believe it's a Pyroblast, which is really good in this matchup.
Yeah.
Like really, really good.
Yep, and he's going to put the two lands back and fetch them both away. So Kyle left with Pyroblast and Lightning Bolt. I'm not quite sure what the 3rd card is.
We'll see.
Yeah, unless Kyle wants the 3rd land. I don't know why he particularly would. But I guess it also doesn't matter a ton. Glacier, I'm guessing, has a Goyf because he's counting to see what's coming down, but we'll see. We shall see. I don't think Glacier still has another land, though. Well, and we know that he's probably got another Wasteland because I only see one Wasteland in his yard, and I don't remember another one. Looks like there's an Abrupt Decay in his hand, though. Alright, and there's that. Wait, okay. No, I don't... I mean, maybe. But he's already blown 2 Wastelands. So he just blew the second one on a Valk, so... So, Kyle not going to draw... Oh, I guess... Okay, so he's going to Pyroblast this.
Yeah,
okay.
Which we'll probably see Force.
Which is going to suck for Kyle. Yeah, because that's going to end up having to resolve. Yeah. Well, unless he tries to... No, because then... even if he tries... Which is fine, because then he just Lightning Bolts next turn. Okay, yeah. Unless he goes to Lightning Bolt this instead. Which I hope he doesn't.
Okay, so apparently we didn't...
Oh, because he can just Pyroblast it now.
Yeah.
Or Lightning Bolt it. Okay, and so the Misty Rainforest is the other one. Might be able to... And then... Okay, so that's fine. And he drew a Young Peasy for the turn, so...
Yeah, I don't know...
Young Peasy!
Do you play the Pyromancer?
What, here, this turn? No. I think you get the
If you Pyroblasted last turn, or Lightning Bolted last turn, you can play the Pyromancer. But maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We're going to see a Pyroblast on the Brainstorm, trying to keep Glacier off his land. That's actually...
I think that's really fine. Play here. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't... You've seen him not drop anything. Yeah, I mean, based on his hand, Kyle doesn't need green right now at all.
For now.
Yeah.
Until he draws one of the cards he can't play.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think what that's going to be. I mean, really, that's just Death, right? Because green is like a super minor splash. Like it's Abrupt Decay, and that's about it. So interesting.
We have to see a Force here from Glacier, which is going to be really... Oh, Daze, okay. I didn't realize that there was a Daze.
Oh, I didn't either. So he drew that.
That's fine, I guess.
Still sets him back a turn. So the question in chat is, do we know if Glacier plays Golgari Charm? Not 100%. I'm pretty sure Kyle does, though.
I'm almost certain Glacier would play Golgari Charm at least somewhere in his 75.
Yeah, what? I'd have to, like 1 or 2 in the board, I would have to imagine.
I would expect 2.
Yeah, just really because of elves. Yeah.
Well, elves, it's really good against True Name, which is really where it shines. So,
I mean, it's good against Death and Taxes as well. So, I mean, I know Kyle's got 2 in his board.
So what do we see here?
Deathrite.
Do we see a Bolt?
And Treasure Cruise.
Treasure Cruise, which is almost as
going boozing. Alright, yep. So Kyle doing this correctly, getting all of one of his things out of the yard. So this looks like he's trying to get rid of all of his land, getting rid of that Deathrite, and getting rid of an instant. So I believe I'm sure Kyle definitely still has instant in his yard, and I believe a sorcery because there should be the Gitaxian Probe still in there.
Treasure Cruise, right? What happened to? Oh, it got forced. Okay.
Oh, did it? Oh, no. So Glacier then going to be at 18. But I mean, it still helps to neuter Goyf a little bit. Yeah, I mean, Kyle really needed that, though, to get back in this 100%. Not that David's running on a lot, because they're both at 1 card in hand, but David still has a Deathrite on board, where Kyle has nothing. Kyle's got that Young Pyromancer, so I imagine we're going to see that play it. Right? Yeah.
I mean, why not?
And then if he ripped a Gitaxian Probe, then that's actually really good, which I think he might have. Oh, okay, he did. So Kyle's going to go down to 16.
Is that really good? Like... It's certainly fine.
I mean, it starts letting Kyle mount a defense and start coming back.
I just don't know that I would classify it as really good. It's like, you're like marginally getting at least the value you put into the card.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to get the trigger no matter what.
Yeah.
Because it's casting. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a... okay, yep. So we're seeing an Abrupt Decay on the PZ. in response to him casting Gitaxian Probe. He's got no cards in hand. Kyle needs to draw his card from Gitaxian Probe. All right, there we go. Not 100% what it was. So just having this one token, not the best, though. This is an interesting game of draw go, though. So Kyle, I believe, is actually going to be at 14 here just because of...
We see a Ponder.
Do we see a Death Ray activation? I don't see anything else removed, so I think David forgot.
I think he forgot, yeah.
All right, so he's still at 16. All right, well, that's a word. That's good. Good for Kyle.
Ponder resolves.
So I see a fetch. Oh, so I think there's two lands in there, and I think Kyle's got a True Name Nemesis in hand.
Really?
So yeah, so he's not shuffling that away. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna end up seeing now.
No.
Oh, maybe not. I lied.
I guess he's trying to keep Glacier off of the...
Yeah, unless it was 3.
So, Kyle's down to 14.
Okay. But I mean, there's definitely, there's stuff going on. This has been their time is ticking away too.
Why did Kyle not attack there? That seems like a missed attack.
Yeah, I agree. Unless like it was some sort of weird like second main or something, but I can't imagine that's the case. Days.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I think that's okay. All right, David gonna go up to 820 though. Floats of mana from the days, or from the Trop. Okay, so David's got just 2 lands in hand because we know he's got a Trop, and now he's got that. So, okay, David gonna go down to 19. This is both players top decking. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, this way he can try to start closing this out a little bit more. But if Kyle gets that True Name there, it's a pretty close race.
Maybe.
Kyle goes down to 12, basically.
I don't understand this.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what Kyle passed.
So Kyle's at a theoretical 9 if he does have that True Name Nemesis. Oh,
yeah,
that's a card.
So we're gonna see Kyle go to 10.
Yep. And let's see if this actually... I'm assuming it's resolving since Glacier is activating in response. What? I don't know. I don't know.
Attack for 1.
Oh, look at that. Kyle remembered. Alright, 18. And... Okay. So Glacier got nothing on the board. I know it's a slow clock, but... Glacier got 2 cards in hand? Which has got to be pretty terrifying for... Oh, wow. Replicate the token.
That seems really aggressive.
Well, it was in response to the Wasteland, so Glacier wanted to be able to do something.
I mean, sure, but it's not really relevant.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Slipknot, what you doing, man? You doing good? I'm doing
and
good.
There's a Brainstorm, which is always good.
Was that a jet? Yep. Alright. That's a pretty good hand. I mean, well,
No,
assuming that Dave... Well,
him,
but he's got Abrupt Decay, he's got him, so he can get whatever's in Kyle's hand away. He needs
land.
a creature.
He needs land.
Oh, I guess he doesn't have any land. Alright, alright. Fair enough.
So this is actually...
Fair enough.
This is where Brainstorm...
Oh, he doesn't... Alright, see, what... Right. See, I know these things. You gotta trust me, Ryan. You gotta...
Apparently.
I thought it was a him to Ryan.
Oh, and...
Kyle.
And Kyle.
Just tapping the waist.
Oh, my God.
Tapping the waist. I think that's all 4 wastelands.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man.
Glacier has to be pretty...
Oh, no, he's just saying he just bought... so, chat... That's cool. I heard that game's storyline makes no sense in reference to Destiny. Don't mind taking a quick break here, considering we're not seeing too much action going on. A lot of back and forth. I'm curious to see. They're gonna have to play real fast in Game 3 if this goes to Game 3.
I mean, that's kind of the problem with these Delver decks now. Is they're really not true tempo decks anymore.
No, they're not. Yeah.
I really don't understand the printing of Treasure Cruise. I don't think it was
Well, that's a daze. That's pretty relevant.
It can be.
I mean, if Kyle draws the third land for that True Name, then... So, okay, so Glacier does have a Hymn to Turok. Oh, Kyle got a daze of his own. Both players just draw going. David doesn't have a lot of lands left in his deck, I don't think.
No, he's probably fine.
He's fetched a lot.
We're gonna see a...
Ooh, Treasure Cruise. That's gonna break parity.
Maybe. We might...
Oh, no, it's gonna get dazed. And Kyle can pay for the repeat days. And he's got a Pyroblast. Yeah, so this is not resolving. Yeah. Yeah, there's one or two people in the meta that play, oh, that's a Delver.
Rug Delver? No.
Yeah, well, Alessandro plays Rug Delver. He's a big fan.
Okay, but no one here tonight. I didn't see any Rug Delver. Well, I saw some Red Blue Delver. I saw some Grub Delver, and I saw some Bug Delver. There's a lot of treasure cruising going on.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, all right. So Kyle dazing the Ponder, played by David. Blind flips the Delver. Good things are going to happen. Kyle might actually get this, and we're going to see Game 3, and it's going to have to be fast as fuck. Taxi Probe, paying mana for it. So we're going to see
him daze Abrupt Decay?
Yep. So Kyle cannot let David find another land, or else this game's going to continue to go. Yeah, so any cantrips that he can, he's going to have to keep off. I mean, that's a lightning... Yeah, alright, so it is a True Name. He's got True Name and Lightning Bolt. That's going to be really bad if David can get that Hymn to Turok off, too, though. He draws... He's got...
He draw 7, so that's going to
Oh! You know, he might find a land there. Draw 7? Booster's just got a lot better.
Draw 3.
It's like...
Delve 7.
Yeah, like, holy fuck, alright. I like Delve. I like Delve as a mechanic. I think it's a little strong in some cases, but overall I like it. So it's going to resolve from David. David not even going to try to play with that daze. I see another... I saw a Delver. I believe it's a land. Alright, so we're going to start seeing... well, David's going to get down to 14 first of all, and then we're going to probably start... We're probably going to see a second Delver come down this turn. Kyle going down to 9. And then... yeah, and then we'll probably just start seeing True Names come down. Because does he have... Oh, no, Deathrite Shaman. He's going to crack the next fetch.
That was the best possible.
Yeah. I don't know why not. I mean, what sweeper are you worried about David having?
Well, what I'm worried about is that, well, I guess you have to commit at this point. You've committed so much. I'm not worried about a sweeper per se, because, I mean, Delver deck's not going to play a sweeper, obviously. But I'm a little bit worried about the daze that's in Glacier's hand.
No.
Apparently.
But, I mean, if he dazes here, then that opens up True Name
Nemesis. Does Kyle have another daze in hand? No,
he's got Lightning Bolt, True Name Nemesis.
Okay. And Glacier picks up his deck.
All right, so we're gonna go to Game 3. I don't disagree with that in Glacier's position. I think that's fine to do. I mean,
you got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, you get. Well, exactly. But if he had just left it there and let Kyle attack for like 3 more turns, that's another 2 minutes off the clock.
No,
but,
I agree. I agree. Yeah. I think that's right. You see that kind of play with such a veteran magician as David Glacier. So.
I just get tilted and I pick him up. That's about what I.
Glacier doesn't tilt.
False.
But
I have seen that man tilted. I am pretty sure I have caused him to tilt at least once.
Glacier doesn't tilt off a game like that.
No, not off a game like this.
That's a very interactive game.
Yeah.
You kind of see...
that's fun magic. I mean, it's hard to...
It's grindy.
What time warning, by the way?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to... yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. But yeah, no, I agree. It's hard to get upset over something like that. Hashtag tilt.
Yeah, we'll have to reset the...
Yeah, we're doing that. We're chit-chatting a little bit. They're going to shuffle for 20 minutes anyway, so it's okay.
It looks like they have cards already. They know that they're under a time constraint. It looks like Kyle's going to mull again. No, he's still looking at his cards. We'll see Glacier crack a fetch. She'll go down to 19.
All right. So, all right, I imagine we're gonna see. Yeah, it's always fun watching people play under time constraints, just because.
Glacier not the most effective at playing quickly. I will say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but I
Which
mean,
is fine, but it's just the way it is.
I think he's also got an Abrupt Decay in hand, though, so Glacier might just, like, with this start, he might just be able to power this out.
We'll see. I mean, it's...
Taxiing Probe going down to 18.
We've got Tarmogoyf Wasteland,
Treasure Cruise, and another Verdant Catacombs. Yep. Eventually, once you get adapted at staring at cars from far away, you start learning the subtle cues of the artwork. That's why I need somebody that's more proficient in standard. If we ever start streaming standard tournaments, I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
See a
Deathrite Shaman.
Deathrite Shaman.
All right. Do we flip? No.
We do not.
It's
another
Delver. Okay. Not the worst.
Not the worst. No.
David gonna get
so
on.
We're gonna probably see an Abrupt Decay here.
Did he have the? No, I think I misspoke. The Abrupt Decay that I thought was a second Goyf.
Okay. Well, either way, we're gonna see a Goyf. Then this is an interesting hand, right? So, all right. So we see Glacier pass the turn. We'll likely see a Wasteland and a Delver Goyf come out.
Ooh, so Sorcery Land's the only thing that's in there. So Goyf is a.
Will become a 1/2. Well, potentially, not really. Ooh, well, that's a young Pyromancer.
Yeah, and.
What do we see here? We see
Fork Bolt
1/1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this might.
So, Goyf's got a chump blocker for the next infinity. Kyle's got several things he can do next turn.
This is not good. Glacier doesn't really have an answer to young Pyromancer.
Okay. I mean, Wasteland helps.
It certainly does. I'm just not sure how much, honestly.
Yeah. Oh well, having another Delver is a good thing.
And a Deathrite.
All right.
That's not too bad.
You know.
I don't see why you would attack here. I don't think that's the right play at all.
Maybe just to get the chump blocker.
I guess.
I don't know. Yeah.
It seems really sketchy, but I guess it worked out for that.
Well, because this lets him swing in with his.
Why wouldn't you?
Young Peasy now, because I guess like Young Peasy is like probably like in this situation with only 6 minutes left. Like I think I'm fine. Like I don't know. Like I'm fine if he
blocks
here.
A little bit land-footed here. We've got a Trop.
I mean, he's got a Delver of his own.
I can't. So there's a Delver. There's a Trop in hand. I don't know what else.
Yeah, he
seems
keeps
to be
shuffling them around. Oh, wait, he still has a Treasure Cruise. So
right.
So it's land, Treasure Cruise, and something else. Not the shaking of the fists. He praising the shaking fists. So Goyf is wide open now. Since Kyle did not have spell to follow it up. I wonder if it's another fetch that's in his hand. Chat, you guys know what's in his hand? What's in his hand? Or is it a... Yeah, nope, he's only doing the 1/2. Need to know! Swing in the Goyf! Alright, maybe... Yeah! I was like, Glacier didn't hesitate last turn. Why the fuck is he hesitating this turn? So... Fork Bolt is sorcery? Or an instant?
Sorcery.
Sorcery. So it's sorcery creature land. So Goyf is actually a 3/4 right now. Let's get that updated for you guys. He's a 4/4. Goyf has just gotten better. Well, thank you, Slipknot, for responding to my question about what's in his hand. Nobody else in chat wanted to do it. You are now my favorite chat person. All right. Well,
I can't tell at all what's
good.
on it because they're playing off to the side where you said they never would. I'm guessing it's a probe.
Yeah.
This is real bad for Glacier.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
Well, I mean, like Kyle's getting really close to Treasure Cruise territory, and if he can keep eating shit out of Glacier's yard, then that gets really good because then those Goyfs are going to be nothing. Like if he Treasure Cruises, finds another Fork Bolt, that's really good. because he's got. I mean, all he has to do is he can eat one of the lands that leaves creature over there. So then they're 1/2s. Dr. Jerp, I want you to be my favorite too, but it's hard. It's hard. Kyle at 17 though, because when I ask questions and you don't respond, what am I supposed to think? I think you're neglecting me and you don't love me anymore, and that makes me feel very sad inside. And then I contemplate doing things, and it's just terrible. Oh, he's got 2 treasure cruises. That's what's going on in his hand.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully the first one draws him enough shit to...
No, because there's days, right? So I don't think that one's going to...
He's got a days? Oh, I missed that. This is what happens because I don't pay attention to shit. What country is XYZ from? It's not from a country. It's just a domain. So David trying to activate... Kyle going to do it in response, though. So David's actually going to net at 15. It looks like David went to exile the Taxian probe from earlier. His Delver's going to flip off of a treasure cruise. David is in no position to cancel it either. But no, XYZ, I believe, is actually supposed to be a book. I think it's supposed to be a book domain. Not entirely sure, though. Just somebody had WUBRGxyz and wouldn't get off of it, so we made choices. We liked XYZ because it was like, hey, it's like the entire magical alphabet. From Akhan's Run all the way down to, I don't know what the Z. What do you think last card in? Zur the Enchanter, maybe? But, so David going to attack with his Delver. Kyle going to do that, but however, Goyf is still a... Goyf was still a 3/4. 2 of those got in, so Kyle's at 11.
See, a treasure cruise attempt here. I think this is going to end poorly for Kyle's side of the board.
Oh.
Leaving up, man, that's good.
Yeah, so let's see.
So, does...
Which is still fine because he can exile the land over there.
No, because there's a... No, because he can't.
Yeah.
So we see treasure cruise...
Oh, no, it's going to resolve.
Resolving?
Okay.
Is there no days?
I guess not. All right. No, because Glacier's got a treasure cruise of his own. Yeah, all right. So Goyf is creature land. Yeah, all right, so still. Yeah. Which, if I'm Kyle, like, I almost go ahead and exile the land now. So Glacier, like, I don't know what the hell Glacier's going to use it for. Kyle going to get down to 9. I'm really hoping we didn't miss a Goyf swing, which I almost feel like I did. But, oh, so Glacier's got the double treasure cruise hand as well. Kyle debating just swinging in with the Young Pyromancer here. I don't hate that. But
that's the only action. I don't know why you...
Oh, okay. Glacier's just going to take it. I mean, because Glacier doesn't want to lose the Deathrite Shaman. Because if he does lose the Deathrite Shaman, Kyle's got unlimited whatever. Because as soon as that land gets gone, this Goyfs get pretty small. And then he has to worry about getting double blocked with tokens.
This is turn 1 of extra turns, it looks like.
Okay, so I guess our clock is a little slow. But that or his clock is kind of fast. XYZ's Abyss. I don't believe that, Dr. Derp. I don't believe that that is the last card.
I believe that's the last card.
XYZ. Yeah. All right. You got Bogdan on your side, so you're probably right. Sorry for not believing you, Dr. Derp. He's a doctor after all. So.
The worst doctor. Yeah. Pretty sure he's just the worst doctor.
He can't help it. It's his given name. All right, so I think we're just going to see 2 chump blocks. Yes. Again, Kyle really should act. Well, I guess at this point, like, there's so many lands in the yard. I still would just activate the Deathrite Shaman and try to get a land out of the yard. All right, so Kyle's gonna go down to 7, taking 2 from Glacier. I'm trying to think if Kyle can finish this off fast enough. Actually, Kyle.
I believe the answer is no.
All right, Kyle just drew a. Yeah, Kyle definitely is flooding out a little bit. He's got a Wasteland, a Scalding Tarn, and I think another land in hand. Yeah. Yeah, this is rough.
He really opens his hand up and then closes it quite a bit.
Yep.
That seems like not the most efficient way to play.
The Dr. Derp is saying, the best doctor, I have watched more scrubs than pretty much anyone else I know. I don't understand.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, the show Scrubs.
Yeah.
Got it. I thought he was making a magical reference. Kyle, though, second Young Peasy, playing Brainstorm, going to get 2 triggers off of that. I'm okay with this. We're going to see a bit more now. Okay. Alright. Alright.
They don't have haste.
But they still block the Goyfs. Like,
I mean, sure.
But they're not getting any damage through.
Yeah, this game's going to end in a draw.
Kyle gets to go put David down to 9 if he wants.
Great.
So 2, so David gonna go down to 11. Yeah, I think this actually is gonna end in a draw. Kyle goes down to 6. Gotta worry about David getting that bolt. I wonder if he's just gonna start eating the Delvers out of the yard and try to get life that way.
Kyle?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yep. Alright, well there you go. So 8. Kyle, I think, is just shooting for the draw now.
Well, I mean, you have to be, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think Glacier's gonna.
So this is turn 3. This has been a pretty good. Oh, instants in there now, but there aren't any sorceries left.
I mean, tell me it's not gonna hit during this game.
Yeah.
At this point, I think we've got a draw here.
Yeah, but we got a posterity, my man.
I understand. I'm just saying, like,
you never know. Maybe Glacier goes Golgari Charm, and then
that would be very good in this position.
And then I think the Goyfs are no, but Goyf plus Death Ray Shaman is lethal no matter what. So
yeah.
Now I really want to see a Golgari Charm.
That would be very, very sick.
David's just slow rolling, and he's like, "Fuck it, we're in turns. I don't gotta do anything." Waits till turn 5 to do it. Yep, 2 chump blocks. Imagine we're going to see a Death Ray Shaman activation. But if he... Yeah. I don't know.
Well, Kyle's tapped out, I guess.
Yeah.
This is just garbage time.
Though, assuming this game actually went on, though, do you activate Death Ray Shaman? Like, if they're not in turns,
I mean,
do you
I attack here if this game is going to last? I don't think... I mean, maybe you do.
Well, just to get the tokens off the board, I think you do.
Sure.
But do you keep activating your Death Ray? Because if he takes that instant out, then it's just land creature in there. So then the Goyfs are 1/2s. Like, which...
No, it would be 2/3s.
Yeah. Alright, never mind.
Yeah,
I do math.
Relevant.
I do math.
I don't believe you. Do you see a Jace?
Nope,
Oh,
Treasure Cruise. So just land and sorcery.
Yeah, Andy, that it is in fact PTQ winner David Glacier taking down what is probably the smallest PTQ in recent memory, an 87-man PTQ in South Bend, Indiana.
To be fair, there's better odds of winning that than going to a casino and just playing hand blackjack. But no, David is a very good player. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to go to a tournament, that's like the size tournament. That was not a dig at David. That's an awesome tournament to go to when you are a caliber player such as David.
So it's funny. One of my PTQ wins was at South Bend with a PTQ of 128 players, which is relevant because that's the cut before the next round.
Okay, so just in case you don't know, Andy Gray is Backstrom.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that would be why he's trollolololololling over there. So Kyle believes at 6. Oh no, he used that for land for the Treasure Cruise. And then I have no idea what's in his hand. After this match, though, I'm definitely gonna go move the tape. So I see a Delver in Kyle's hand. Again, nothing's gonna matter. This is turn 4. I don't think Kyle's got a way of doing 11 points of damage.
Well, actually, you may be wrong here. If he had like Bolt,
so
that would be exactly 11 points of damage.
Where are you getting that? So it's 4 from the Pyromancers.
So it would be 6, 8, 11.
So I see 6, and then
6
3, so 9.
And then a Death Right activation.
No. These just came into play.
Oh, these just came. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
the tokens just came into play. 16 cats. What are we doing with 16 cats?
Well, we're gonna see a treasure cruise here, which means anything. Although I don't understand activating it with a volcanic.
Ooh, yeah, no.
That takes away one.
Actually,
of the
no. He's got Death Right, so it doesn't. So
no, but Death Right needs to activate for an instant or sorcery to give him the 2. Yeah. So he actually that seems like a very bad
that was
player.
loose.
All right. I think you have to go with a Trop actually.
Yeah, no, and just hope you draw 2 bolts.
Yeah, you draw 2 bolts, you're in the game.
Actually, no. If he draws a bolt and a fork lightning,
that would be
that's
10,
11.
not 11.
So no, because if he goes bolt, bolt 6 points.
Oh, you're
there.
right.
Yeah, that's exactly 11.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. So it's gonna end in a draw. I'm gonna go move that tape so that they're not playing so far over there.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's talk him up. Talk him up, Baka.
All right. So we just saw the 1, 2. Looks like someone conceded there. It looked like it was going to be a 1-1 draw, but looks like I don't know who conceded. One of those guys conceded. Obviously, friendly tournament here, Dice Dojo. Monday Night Legacy. We will update you with the next round once we get it. But for now, we'll pull these guys down. So some folks earlier were asking about the Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck. Now that Beckstrom's in chat, he's probably the best person to talk to about that. He played it at the Star City Games event with Twin Flame to top 16 finish. I think you were 10th. Is that right, Beckstrom? You can talk about Twin Flame.
Alright.
Let's do you want to do put new people on, or do you want to grab Schaefer?
Well, no, let's do new people. Let's do Ethan and Kevin.
Yeah, we'll do Ethan and Kevin.
Or, yeah. Yeah. We gotta see where they end up sitting.
Oh, it's Dredge versus Manaless. Dredge.
Huh?
It's Dredge versus
Nope.
Manaless. No?
And I don't want to see a Dredge mirror. Do you want to see a Dredge mirror?
No, I'd rather. I mean, we could run back Gleischer versus Schaefer, or we can see Pino versus Harris.
Let's see Pino. Well, yeah, let's do Pino versus Harris. Yeah.
You mean me?
Huh?
You mean me?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Chuck. I mean you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to see a Manaless Dredge versus.
That sounds
Dredge.
awful.
Yeah. All right. Well, trying to get new names on there, but not. That's not gonna happen. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. All right.
You want to see the Dredge mirror? That's why your name is Dr. Derp. For reals. That's not acceptable.
I can't agree with that. I'm sorry.
Not my favorite. Who is Dr. Derp, by the way?
I don't know. He's a chat denizen. He's a good guy. He lets me talk to him about mud.
Okay.
Now, Dr. Derp, if there was a mud mirror, I'd be all over that.
Mud?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh man.
I did play Mud at one time, but that was a long time ago. I don't like to talk about it.
Some of the most interesting matches that you can see are 2 decks playing post. Like if you have a post.
Who's who here?
Pino's over here. If you want, I'll put it in.
Okay, no, that's fine. I got it.
Alright. Well, I gotta get in here so we can synchronize those. Le times.
Is it just Greg?
It's Greg, Pino. Yeah.
Okay.
Backstrom, you shut your dirty mouth. All right. Let me get in here. Oh, no, the timer's not.
okay.
Timer's not there. It's a separate program.
That's weird.
Great.
All right, you ready? Chuck, say go.
All right. So.
All right, back over here. Pino, we have no idea what they are.
I know what Pino's on. Pino's on his band,
Is he still on
band mid-range. Yeah, he was playing it earlier tonight.
Okay.
That's why I go walk around and look at what people are
Whoa,
playing.
hey, you know what?
I'm just saying.
I have to set all this shit up. Okay, so
Yeah, I mean,
easy. It takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of devotion. I have to denote like 8 hours a week to this, simply yelling at a screen on top of doing all the other stuff.
that's
so
fair.
I don't. I employ other people to walk around, and by employ I mean I ask people to commentate with me and rely on their knowledge.
And frankly, I mean, I enjoy trolling just as much as anyone else. So why not? Commentate. So we're gonna update. We're
gonna get all this shit updated.
Update the stream.
We're not
here. We're in round 2. So what is Chuck playing? Do you know?
I'm guessing it's probably either Ascension, because he tried playing that, or it's Grix's Painter.
Ooh, I like Grix's Painter. I would be up to see some Grix's Painter.
So it's a hype because Mud Dredge cannot. Yeah, I mean Dredge can never beat Mud. I've lost to Dredge once, and that's because he had the nuts. Yeah, and I played really stupidly.
Dredge is a deck that I've played at a couple tournaments. It's so high variance. It just completely depends on what the metagame's like for graveyard hate. Frankly, at this point, I would not want to be playing Dredge. It's interesting how this format's shaping up. Obviously, these small local tournaments, maybe not a good indicator for the shifts that we would see in a more normal metagame. We're seeing a lot of Delver. So it looks like Greg actually is playing Delver tonight. I thought he was going to be playing his Bant deck, but it looks like he's playing some version of Ancestral Recall.
We'll put Delver down for the shits and giggles right now, because Mud's got just a lot of hate. I mean, Trinisphere does a lot of things against it. Pino's gonna daze this. Double daze. All right, so $2 on the board.
So much dazing going on.
Yeah.
And we see.
I saw Young Pyromancer. So
yeah, no flip here. We're gonna see a bolt. That's very good, allowing Greg to get in for 1.
Yep, and so I'm pretty sure this is actually just blue-red Delver.
And that's I feel like this might be the best deck.
And another bolt. All right, so. Yeah, I like Blue-Red Delver a lot, having just because again they're constantly doing the same thing.
Looks like maybe Grixis Delver. Very interesting.
All right, so Grixis Delver. You're playing so fast.
Oh, you know what Greg's playing? Greg's playing the mirror of what Norman was playing. So.
Is he?
I think so. I think he's actually playing GRUB.
Oh, okay. So Chuck gonna go down to 18. Or excuse me, 17. And Beckstrom, I will commentate a little bit more on so Chain Lightning coming out. Force of Will, Trigger, Daze, pitching the Brainstorm. Okay, lots of different stuff. All right, so there's an Elemental token in play. But Beckstrom, I'll go more into why Mud has such a good matchup against Dredge here in a little bit. Chuck going down to 16.
I think I've been specifically asked to not allow the Mud talk.
I mean, I'm sure. However, I'll veto that. Pino going to pay for this Cataxian Probe. And so we see the Lightning Bolt.
This seems real bad for him.
Yeah, Chuck can just Treasure Cruise this turn, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, Chuck, are you not going to count those, or was that exactly 7?
I think it was exactly 7.
All right, so just pass the turn back. Wait, does Chuck not have the discard? Okay, so all right, so Chuck going down to 15. They are playing at lightning speed. It's impressive. We're probably gonna see.
You see the steam vents.
Steam vents done. All right, so
it seems interesting using chain lightning.
Or that's a lightning bolt. So Chuck has wasted nine points of damage.
I'm pretty sure that's a chain lightning.
Oh shit! So Chuck has done 2 forces, right? And Greg's done 1.
Yes.
All right, so there's that, and there's that. Pino just fetched twice, so Pino's going to go down to 15. Hard casting Force of Will.
Oh,
Chuck,
no.
Force of Will again.
So he gets a...
Chuck is seeing a lot of forces.
That's all 4, actually. So he's out of forces.
Okay. Pino giving him a token right away. Swinging in for 2. Going to go down to 13. Fast and Furious.
This seems real bad for Pino. Like, real bad.
Yeah. I mean, Chuck just has gotten way more gas.
It turns out when you Ancestral Recall...
Yeah, you got a little bit. Swinging in for 5. Pino going to go down to 8. And... Gee, Chuck is seeing 3 young pyromancers as well. Alright, that's probably wise, just scooping it up at that point.
So we at least saw Grixis out of Greg.
Yeah, I'm going to get that updated here in just a second.
And then looked like Chuck was using... I think Chuck was actually playing with Greg Schaefer's blue.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Alright, so Chuck's on Blue Red Delver, and Greg is on Grixis. Okay, there we go. Done. Done skis. Alright. Yeah, honestly though, like just from what I've seen, like I don't think the black's gonna do a lot for Greg in this matchup. I think I have to tilt my head towards Chuck as far as the matchup goes. Like I just don't like the black. If he's going Thoughtseize, and that's gonna hurt him. That's basically doing something to Chuck already. So even if he does take some sort of threat, that Frank G, that was in fact a steam vent.
Yeah.
Does Greg has all the Valks? Why is he running? Greg has 4 volcanic islands. Yeah, he does.
Said he's missing 1.
Is he missing 1?
That was the one of Steve Benson.
Oh, okay. All right, well, there you go.
Usually you can avoid having that be a problem just by fetching around. You see Chuck actually taking out some forces. Quite interesting.
I'm fine with that.
I think it's definitely the right call, but...
I don't...
Well, Force is pretty bad in fair matchups, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what he brought in, but...
Probably a Pyroblast right on.
Nah, that seems bad.
Really?
Yeah, that seems really bad. Why would you don't want it? You don't want that in this matchup.
Yeah. So speaking of trolling people,
the chat really likes the fact that Chuck played a steam vent and then won. I mean, to be fair, Shocklands aren't that bad. I mean, like
they're pretty bad.
They're not as good as duels, but they're not.
They're pretty bad.
I don't know. I don't like. Worst case, they're a tap land. Like, I don't know. This is coming from somebody that plays lands that tap and deal 2 damage to you every time you play them, and like I do fine, but
they're fine.
I don't know. I just play Wormcoil and I get my life back. But anyway, so Backstrom. Sorry to answer your question from earlier.
Please don't.
Trinisphere does a lot of work. Chalice on 1 does a lot of work against Dredge, and then post board. Lodestone Golem does a lot of work, and then Wasteland does a lot of things against them, and then post board you get a lot of graveyard hate. You can combo just a little slower than they do, and if you get any sort of lifelinker out, then they really can't do a lot. If Dredge turns 1-U, then that's like
a thing, I guess. But
yeah, that's a thing, and it sucks, and nobody can do anything about it.
One Chalice for 1, but it's not really like...
Yeah, or Chalice for 0.
Yeah.
Chalice for 1.
Lions by Diamond,
which is pretty big. I mean, like it depends on like what you're thinking they're doing.
I'd
But
much rather have Chalice for Wildlands.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think the more than $200 price makes up for the 2 life. Probably. I don't know. I don't think the 2 life is that big of a deal.
Is it really that much now?
Oh yeah. All the duels are just stupidly priced.
I'm glad I got them when I got them.
Yeah, I sold mine right before all the price spikes.
I got my underground seeds for like $72 a piece.
No, I know. God, like back in college, man. Like what 6 years ago, or was it 6 years ago? I don't know, something like that.
How old are you?
5 years, 4 or 5 years ago. No, we're not talking about Vintage Workshop. This was Mud and Legacy versus Dredge and Legacy. But yeah. Oh, also Revoker. If it's Manaless Dredge, you name whatever that thing is. You discard 3 to do shit. With the enabler for Dredge, or for Manaless Dredge.
Discard 3.
Yeah, where you discard itself and like 3 cards or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So Gataxian Pro by Chuck. Chuck gonna go down to 18.
Are those reanimates?
Oh, they are reanimates.
Yeah.
But there's no so there's reanimate, animate dead, lightning bolt. I don't know what Pino's really on. Good. Yeah. This is interesting.
I think he's on Grixis Delver.
So
transform into Reanimator?
I'm okay with that. Oh no, Chuck. No lands. No lands. Wow. Wow. That's rough. That's rough.
We see a shuffle.
Shuffle.
Here.
Okay.
So I'm wondering. This deck seems sweeter and sweeter all the time.
I'm okay with this, like just boarding into completely, yeah, because then he can just board back out. Like,
I don't understand what this deck is doing, but I like it.
I'm a fan of any like transformational sideboards are just always fun.
We can't see it.
What are you looking for?
Whatever the card was he drew.
No.
We see a untapped Steam Vents.
Good. That's a check going down to 14. Playing a Ponder.
Probably looking for a land.
Oh, Phantasmagorium. Thank you, Simo. Yeah, Phantasmagorium. Not familiar? Alright. Here, I'll look it up for you. It's called Young Frankenstein? So apparently this is actually
okay, yeah. It's the Young Pyromancer. Okay, sure. Yeah.
What's it do?
It reanimates shit.
Okay, reanimates and plays Young Pyromancer?
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Alright. So, brainstorm. Pino, let's see if he finds Tim. I think he is on Reanimator with Delvers and Pyromancers. Oh, Todd Anderson played for a while. Yeah. Thank you, Zenny, saying the exact same thing that Dr. Brain Pepper said. We got a lot of doctors in chat tonight. We got Dr. Derp and Dr. Brain Pepper.
I do bring out the more educated.
Yeah. I don't know. Dr. Derp doesn't spell his name correctly. But yeah. he still graduated from medical school.
He's also the Doctor of Derp.
He's the Doctor of Derp. All right, well, I'm okay with this. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube later, Dr. Derp spells his name Doktor. For whatever reason. Oh, but yeah, that's what I was doing. Looking up Phantasmagorium. Let's see. So is Nick playing tonight? Let's see.
Nick is. He's in the boss bracket.
Oh, with Kyle. So so end of game 1. That's what. What? Oh, that's the okay. That's the 1/2. The new
yeah.
With Pole Bearer or
haste and prowess.
Yeah, he's got prowess 1/2 and it's a haste.
So look, he is playing Volcanic Islands. Maybe he's just playing more than 4 blue-red lands. Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think of that?
No, it's mind blown. I just play a fetch land in that case, but
man, you would think, but like, what if they waste all of your blue-red sources?
Okay, fair. Then you get an island and a mountain.
But you can't play all your stuff like that. I'm just saying, this could be the next level.
Going deep. All right, Chuck's actually at 13 here.
Yeah, okay. We see
getting in.
Greg fetch before the.
All right. So 17 and actually, well, is he fetching in response to the attack?
No. It looks like it. Yeah. So we're gonna see.
Okay. So Greg is actually at 17. Then.
We're gonna see a bad lines here, suggesting perhaps that Greg has a. No, it's just before.
Oh, it's just before his turn. Okay, so he is at 16. Because I don't believe any Prowess triggers happened.
No.
Ah, okay. Damn it, I hate that phone. I hate that piece of shit. Ah, making me do this the hard way. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Brainstorm. Did Chuck tap the card for his Prowess trigger?
You actually don't have to do it because it only it's only relevant when when the attack happens, not.
Oh.
So actually, this is going to be interesting. We see Chuck cracking his fetch with Brainstorm on the stack. Certainly not what he wants to be doing.
But Prowess is cast, so it's going to get the buff no matter what. So in response to the trigger, is that what he's going for right now?
So Greg is in response to the trigger.
Chuck is lightning bolting Pina's face. So okay, so all right, Pina's going down to
double lightning bolt. It looks like.
Okay, so all right, so this is interesting. Let's see if
so now we have a 3/4.
Yep. Okay, so Brainstorm's going to resolve. All right, so that's a much bigger threat. Well, yeah, Brainstorm resolves, so he's still. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, and if you're curious about Phantasmagorium, there you go. So.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's a.
It's a what? Oh, okay. This
yeah.
You're talking about Manaless Dredge.
Yeah, for Manaless Dredge. Yeah,
like
they pretty much have to have this.
It's actually interesting. So both reanimate in.
So okay, so just getting in for 3. So he's gonna go down to 7 there. Greg is at 7. I actually like this. I can't remember. I can never remember the name of the damn card though.
So we're gonna see an attempt to animate dead. Force. Okay. What are we gonna see? Oh, Elishnorn. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. He's a 3/6 right now.
So,
which is relevant.
So, funny situation. Actually, you were talking about GP Atlanta earlier. I was playing actual reanimated, none of this young Frankenstein shenanigans. And I had reanimated or animated dead Elishnorn. I was playing Kibler in the last round of Swiss, and you know, we got to the point where he cracked a fetch, which actually made my attack like 5 turns later lethal, and he didn't realize it because he thought Elishnorn didn't get the -1, -0 from the enemy dead. So it's certainly irrelevant.
Oh, so is it just -1, -0 from Reanimate Dead, not -1, -1?
Correct.
Okay, so he's still at 3/7.
He's at 3/7. That's
okay.
Correct.
All right.
So 2 lightning bolts, not enough to turn Chuck's deck back on.
Chuck has done we've already seen him use a lot of lightning bolts. But I mean, he is like a price of progress here gets pretty close to finishing this.
I've gotta feel like Pino's in just such a commanding position with this Elishnorn. Really does completely trump what Chuck has going on.
Yeah, I mean, so reanimate on
Delver.
No, his
that seems good. So what we're gonna see here is a 4 whatever. A lot.
So 3 because it's +2, so it's a 3/4 right now.
But he just cast the Gitaxian Probe, so it's a 4.
Oh,
so
4
it's
5.
Be 7 to Chuck.
That's pretty good.
This is really good.
Was he? But reanimate. So okay, but because reanimate. So Pino, Pino's at 6.
So this is actually really bad for Pino. This might actually just kill him. Really aggressive play there.
Yeah.
While I don't hate it, certainly puts him in a precarious position here.
Yeah, because Chuck's got him dead in hand, unless we missed, and it's completely possible that we did miss that we just, Pino's had one more life than we thought, but I'm still trying to find the damn...
Nope. He's dead. That's got to feel bad.
Yeah, it's got to feel real bad. Because he didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Not at all. So...
I mean, you I think you certainly do that because you've seen so many lightning bolts. I certainly think it's reasonable to do that.
Yeah,
So like I said, you see the pyroblast and the red blast there.
Yeah.
So Chuck takes that down.
Still don't think you should try it. Well, actually, on a serious note, he did bring in.
You really don't think he should have brought in?
Yes, he should have brought that in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's strictly better than force.
Yeah.
In most situations. So
let me step out and we'll see if we can get someone else.
Match.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's why I can't find the damn card because I haven't updated this little thing in a little bit. All right, that works. He was at 64 to reanimate. You guys missed a point. Prowess of the brainstorm. No, we got that because he would have been a 3. Oh, no, he would have been a 3 spell, 3 prowess. So, okay, yep, you're right. So he was at 6. Okay. Thank you, Mikey. That is completely accurate because we cannot add, and we thought he was just at a 3/4 when in actuality he was a 4/5. So, do apologize for that confusion. Yeah, all right. But yeah, any other, what's going on with everybody in chat? Anything interested? Anybody playing any fun decks in the recently, since we've had a few, like a week now to really get into new standard and everything, and of course Cons being out on MTGO. Played a few drafts, did not do well. A little sad. But, you know, what can you do?
So we have Glacier on the right versus the scumbag himself, Schaefer, on the left.
Alright.
And so we saw Glacier earlier. He's playing a Bug Delver deck. Schaefer's on his ever-present, as it were, Death and Taxes. Schaefer's up 1-0 in this match.
Okay. And taxes. And then, alright, David. I'm learning how to spell his name, which is great.
No, you're not.
No.
Nope, still wrong.
There we go.
Nope, that's still wrong.
Nope.
Pretty
Yeah, there we go. So I spoke to you soon.
So they're both at 20.
Okay. Yep. And you said Greg got game 1?
Greg did get game 1.
Okay. And all right, so that's cool. So we'll actually get to see some good. We made a good choice putting them on camera because that was fast as fuck. Granted, they played their round 1 in like no time at all.
Yeah.
So all right, so we let's see. So Dr. Derp, he's been playing Mud. Good things.
I had some clarifications for the
okay.
last match. So
we missed a point of damage.
We did miss a point of damage.
They called it out. Yeah.
But what shouldn't have happened there that did happen. The Gitaxian probe should never have been cast. Getting the extra point of damage was not relevant. Certainly not that point in the game. And
you guys like my game 2 keep?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So there's no reason to cast the probe there. And if he doesn't cast the probe, he has a blue card for force. That would take him down to 1, and which is very.
You have to pray, I guess, at that point.
Well, no, I mean, sure, but like,
okay.
you've seen that would be 4 burn spells from him. So,
But I mean, he's playing blue-red Delver, so you have to assume 4 Chain Lightning, 4 Lightning Bolt, and probably other stuff. So,
but like, it's certainly wrong to just run out the Pro Bowl.
yeah, I don't know. All right, so going to chat really quick, I asked them what they've been experimenting with. Generator Servant into Narset. I like that if you can, as long as you actually have enough spells and whatnot to cast. So Generator Servant is 1 in a red for a 2/1. Tap it. Add 2 mana to your mana pool.
Yeah.
2 colorless mana, and which I love because you can use that on anything. But if you use it for creature spell, that creature gains haste.
So what's the thought there? Is that in standard? Or
yeah. So I asked them since they've had time to play cons in standard if there's anything fun going on.
I don't know that there's going to be a lot of fun going on in that standard format, unfortunately.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that
it's real broken.
I don't think it's that broken. Like,
it's real broken.
We'll see.
I would say I would be playing with Ascendancy.
They had that meeting at the 2-minute extension.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I would be playing with Ascendancy, or I would be playing with Anger of the Gods, and I certainly would be doing one of those things.
Sure. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was.
It's oppressive. It's going to be oppressive.
All right. I mean,
the testing that I've heard is that it's very, very good.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, like, I'm partial. Like, I've had good stuff with the deck that I've been playing, and I mean, like,
what's that?
The blue-red Rabble Master robots and stuff.
I mean,
but
it's certainly fine.
Yeah.
I just think that, like,
he was like one turn faster than me. Like the games that we played, one of them I lost only due to.
You're like an all-in deck, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
an all-in, like aggro deck.
Well, he is too. I mean, like that's
no. But
like,
what I'm saying is, typically combo decks should be slower than pure aggro decks, like in a healthy format.
Okay.
So
sure.
So my opinion of a healthy format is a format where aggro decks beat combo decks and mid-range decks. Mid-range decks and combo decks beat control decks, and control decks beat aggro decks. In the case where a pure combo deck is beating an all-in aggro deck by a turn, that's fairly significant.
Yeah, I mean, again, he had the the game that happened. He had the perfect hand.
Yeah, but it's not that hard to have a perfect hand in that deck.
He had to have a hand that involved like exactly 4 cards, which is tough.
Well, let's get back to this game. Yeah. We see Glacier flip Delver off of a treasure cruise. Greg having, possibly one of the best openers you can with Death and Taxes. Turn 1 Aether Vial. Yep. We see another Delver played with a Wasteland.
Wasteland's not going to do much.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Although it does hit Caracas, for example.
Oh, and I mean, it hits Caracas and it hits Rashad Port, and why can't I think of the draw card one that I'm trying to think of? All right, so so here we go. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Of course, the Delvers are going to flip. David flipping them blind like a champ.
Why not?
Yeah, I know. I agree.
So
it's a good thing.
6.
That's right. No, I agree. That's not the only one that I'm explaining.
Although Ponder here, not very good for Glacier.
Okay.
We see Aether Vial take up to 2.
Yep.
That's just fine.
Yeah, I mean, if Greg can find a way to get.
So he attacked for 3 here. Brings Glacier down to 16.
Yeah. Because if he can get rid of those Delvers, then he's going to be better. Well, get rid of the Delvers while also leaving a Spirit in play.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We see
rest in peace. Yep.
That's not ideal for Glacier.
No. No.
Both the Cruise, not so good.
Yeah. Cruise is a very dead card. Not going to be doing anything.
We see
Athalia.
Yeah,
okay.
So this is a really good.
But all right, so we're seeing Brainstorm end of turn. Oh, Disfigure. Okay.
Disfigure relevant here.
Yep, very. This is going to turn back on Ponder and everything else. Turn back on Ponder, turn back on Brainstorm. And, I mean, it's still very... Glacier still got 6 flying in the air. So
this is...
Greg needs to find something this turn.
Not ideal for Greg here. He has some outs, right? He can find a...
Sierra Angel, Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp would be really nice, because if he has a Flicker Wisp, he gets to flip one and block the other.
Swords of Plowshares is totally fine here. I don't know. I mean, he's got some outs. We see it tick up to 3, obviously, we're hoping for a Flicker Wisp.
Yeah, let's...
So, I mean, we're attacking with Folly here, almost certainly. We will see.
So I wonder if he does have a Flicker Wisp. Alright, so... Alright, Greg getting in for 2. Alright, so this is... Yeah, he does. I see the Flicker Wisp in hand. Okay. I imagine we'll see a Wasteland come down, and he's going to probably tag... What do you think, the black source or the green source? I almost say the black source is probably more relevant, but...
I agree.
On another spirit. Really wow.
I'll tell you why. Actually, probably... yeah, it's interesting. I probably play the Waste pre-combat, hit the Underground Sea, and then play the Spirit post-combat. You already saw a Disfigure. You want to keep things like Abrupt Decay off. Small play mistake, but I do consider it a play mistake.
Yep, because here's a Golgari. Yep.
Yeah, that seems unideal.
Yeah, see, like, I completely agree with you, as I would have wasted before combat, move to combat, anything exploding.
See, that's exactly how those kind of small plays really punish
you have to think.
Although this is still not ideal for Glacier, you'll see Flicker Wisp come in, flip one of the Delvers back over. But see, oh man, that's really bad.
Yeah. This would have been...
Yeah. So Schaefer's pissed at himself. It's fine.
Yeah, he clearly. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, because the Golgari charm
wouldn't have hit the Spirit.
Yeah.
Because the Spirit came into play that turn. See, really...
Well, it wouldn't have hit the Spirit, and then also depending on if... Well, he almost... Like, I'm trying to think, like...
So you play the Wasteland pre-combat, hit the Underground Sea, he either Golgari charms then to take care of the Thalia, or...
Yeah.
So we'll see the block here. Still not in an awful position, but certainly could be in a much better position with a 3-1 on the ground.
Yeah.
This is really not ideal.
Yeah. So, alright. This is... Well, because that also makes... Because then the Golgari charm would have potentially been lethal for this Delver this way. Like, I mean, if Glacier then waits, and then the Flicker Wisp happens, then he can't immediately do it. Horizon Canopy, there we go. Horizon, like...
Drawing immediately probably doesn't have anything in hand.
That puts Greg down to 4, or is Horizon Canopy just when it gets tapped for mana?
Only when he gets tapped for mana. You can draw off it for we see a flip
of the Delver.
Off of the Treasure Cruise?
Yep. So Glacier, though, has 2 very dead cards. And I heard him talking out there.
Well, he flipped it and then shuffled, so he actually doesn't.
Okay, alright. He is running 4 main, from what he was saying, which I
think he has a Goyf in hand, which is also not ideal in this situation. Yeah. So, while
Greg gonna go down to 2.
Is really good. Greg goes down to 2. He needs an answer.
Yeah,
he really does.
If he finds a sword, that does good things.
So you'll see Glacier try to shuffle away. Oh, that's a Liliana.
Is it really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, but you can't cast it
right now. But you'll probably see a fetch land come down here. Yeah.
All right. So he might be able to cast it.
So this seems kind of gross.
Yeah. Yeah. I like watching David Glacier's hands. Yeah.
He does have the sexiest hands.
Oh, look at that Goyf.
I don't understand that at all. No.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
It's gross.
It's a 0.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
All right.
So Greg's got to have something, right? Not just pick it up and use the extra time.
I mean,
So
he's not really in a hurry.
yeah. All right, David's gonna go down to 12 though.
He wanted to shuffle away something that wasn't a glyph.
Yeah.
I seriously don't understand that play. I mean, I understand like having glyphs out, but like,
is there a white sacrifice effect that he's worried about? Like, I can't.
I don't know.
Because Greg runs some spicy things in his board every once in a while.
Liliana, he knew that he couldn't get rid of his hand except if he played the glyph that turn, and so he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna like Liliana.
Might hit. Wait, he might hit with decay.
Yeah, I mean that's
beat
true.
for 1.
But like,
what does that? How does that? That doesn't.
Yeah. Well,
hit decay that. Okay,
it'd be for 2 actually.
Yeah, because enchantment would be in the board.
Yeah, so we're gonna see a flicker wisp, flickering. Why would you flicker Delver? That seems real bad.
Well, no, because if he's got, it looks like he's got another land in hand. If he draws Jit, then it's a real game again. If Greg draws Jit, plays it. This, on the other hand,
yeah, this is
Glacier. Smart to wait until after combat to play that because.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. That's a Caracas, an Aether Vial, and a 3rd mystery card. Which was a land. Okay.
So we're not going to see
Greg just bluffing.
Probably should be picking up his cards, but
I mean, Delver didn't flip, so...
I mean, but yeah, it doesn't matter. He can't really win here.
Okay, so Celestial Flare, I guess he might be worried about. I don't know.
But he didn't attack with a glyph.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna... I'm trying to find a reason.
Yeah, there's no reason. Glacier just forgot that.
Alright, Greg is at 1. Greg, what do you got?
The Nadas!
You got I don't know, he hasn't...
No, it's...
Liliana.
Sad.
No. Liliana's only got 1 counter. He didn't activate her last turn.
That's still 2 counters. He just kills it.
Huh?
I think, right? No? Okay.
Oh, wait, no, he just activates... Oh, wait, you can't activate Deathrite Shaman. There's nothing in the yards. So...
Attack.
Oh.
Right. Like,
all right.
This is not
all right. Yeah, fair enough. All right. I pay attention to things.
Do not believe.
All right. I forgot the Deathrite Shaman attacks.
It is a creature. It does not have defender.
That is a mode for Deathrite Shaman. Not often seen.
Not often used. I will give you that. So even though Schaefer did Scumbag Glacier with probably the best card out of his sideboard,
twice.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, not good enough in this situation. Glacier takes it down fairly easily.
But we get to see another game now, so that's good.
We do. They do have a 2-minute time extension. So they have about 14 minutes left in the round.
Yep. And so jumping back to some of the things that were said in chat, and so basically, Beckstrom brings up the fact that in that hand that I was talking about, where it was turn slow, and he had like the perfect hand. I did have Ornithopter in his soul, but my thing is that's only a 2-card combo, where a 4-card combo is what you have to have in order to go off turn 3 perfectly, can't be disrupted. So I'm just like because you have to have carriage and stuff like that.
But there's so.
Oh, I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying like I don't think that it's.
There's so much redundancy in that deck, and there's so many ways to find it, right? So like I don't know.
I'm really curious to see the Pro Tour because I want to see what happens. I just don't.
I am not actually. I think it's going to be fucking awful.
I just don't think that it's going to be that crazy. Dr. Derp, you asked about Lightning Greaves and Mud. I think it's got its place. It's got to be a specific build. I don't think you need it entirely, but I do think it's good. But honestly, Chalice on One does the same thing most of the time. So 2 vintage foil planes, or is that just lightning? Those are from the Mercadian Mask.
Yeah, I think they're mask lines.
Yeah,
They're
Mercadian
nice.
Mask. They're pretty nice. They're lightning bolt planes. No, they're not. They're not the lightning bolt planes, are they? Okay,
No.
so Glacier going to go down to 19 then.
So Greg here does not have turn 1 Aether Vial. Not what he wants to be doing.
No turn 1 play.
No turn 1 Aether Vial. No turn 1 Mother
Mom,
Wound.
yeah. But he might just have removal.
Yeah, I mean removal's fine here, I guess.
So.
But it looks like Glacier has the force. So.
Backstrom, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you in here and after this game. So David playing, he might not have. Maybe his hand's just really good elsewise because I mean the Delver, unrestricted.
You can tell.
Flipping, Greg is not happy by the flip of the hand into thumbs up.
Yeah, you can tell when Greg's not happy. So you'll see an abrupt decay here.
Oh no, he can't because Sally's on the board.
Isn't it counter?
Huh? No, it costs 1 more. It adds 1 to the cost.
Okay, sure.
So he won't be able to. He won't be able to do that, but he's going to be able to get in for 3. So it really, does Glacier have another land in hand? I haven't been able to tell. If he does, then shit's going to get unfortunate. If you keep leaning, yes. The more you lean, the better you can see on camera. I promise. It's science.
It is funnier if they can actually see me leaning like that. But for those viewing at home, I was trying to lean over and take a peek at what Glacier had. Unfortunately, that's not the way that our 2D technology works.
He was about 2 counties over. It was an impressive lean.
It was a good lean.
Yeah.
It was a good lean.
So Greg, I don't know what Greg's sitting on. In all honesty,
Stone Cold nothing.
So he's got another land.
Right, so
Flicker. Then why would you attack with a Thalia? Nope.
Oh.
Well. I mean that's good, but
certainly puts a Glacier in an interesting position where he has to choose between turning on some of his cards and just getting rid of the Thalia.
Yeah.
I personally, Glacier's ahead. I feel like.
Oh, there's the disfigure. Oh God, and that which opens up abrupt decay. Oh no, he's just going to force it. All right, that's something that happens too.
What? Force what?
The rest in peace. So he forced the rest in peace, pitching Ponder, and abrupt decayed, or excuse me, disfigured. I guess in response to. Oh, so disfigures in response, so that way Thalia's off the board, so he can cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. That Goyf
advanced plays from David Glacier.
All right, so creature enchantment, instant land. So 4/5 Goyf is sitting.
That seems good for Glacier.
Yeah, that's all right.
Doesn't that make it?
Oh, Mirren Crusader though wants to join the party and says, "Hey, how you doing? I can race."
This is interesting here. Mirren Crusader, very, very good here, obviously.
Yeah.
Interesting if you have a Jit. You actually get 4 counters.
Oh, yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, 4 counters, or also, like, if he's got a sword, he can get on that bad boy.
But you'll see that Glacier still has Abrupt Decay. Not very good against Mirren Crusader.
Nope.
But certainly
good against
Jit.
Yeah.
So,
or a sword. Or Batter Skull.
To Plowshare on
I like that.
On the Delver, bringing Glacier's life total up to 18.
So here, Greg can't really sit back though. We already saw a Liliana because we already saw a Liliana. So
I mean, I'm assuming that he's going to commit something to the board.
Oh, here's a port. That's big.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. This is exactly the situation.
So do you swing in here?
No, I think
you lean back as a blocker.
I certainly
especially with the port, yeah.
The draw step.
All right,
upkeep.
Get it down. Tippity tap. Oh, Glacier, nothing to do with that too.
No,
so
that's the way it goes.
Ooh, so abrupt decay, and then what else is in Glacier's hand? Do we know?
No. Franklin.
Yeah, let's see. So, Greg got a lot of land. Is this
another Mirren?
Oh man, That
would not be bad here.
I'd say hallelujah.
Well,
all right, so he's smart. He's waiting until post-combat this time. I think it is just the way that he's doing this.
I think it's better to play it pre-combat.
Oh, Flicker Whiz.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Although I don't know why you play it here.
Oh, untapping. Because he just untapped.
No, but I don't understand why you don't play it. Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, so he's giving him vigilance.
So, what's the matter?
David, I think, might respond.
Okay.
Which I think is fine. Like,
to what? For what? For what reason?
Yeah,
I don't respond here.
So he can get in 4 points of damage next turn, I guess? I don't...
But to the... Like, you can't respond once the trigger happens. So it resolved. Trigger happens.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, maybe he has an Abrupt Decay. That's fine to do. But, like... Maybe not relevant.
I mean, is this like a weird? Is this like an O-ring case where the trigger's there, so it's not going to come back, or but no, right?
No.
Okay, sure.
It's just an Abrupt Decay. Mirror Crusader comes back.
I guess he's playing to the Liliana out, but again, like he has to have a land and Liliana.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that was a Pithing Needle. It looked like, which is going to be good. This is going to shut off the port.
Sure.
Which again, that makes his Liliana draw.
Life.
Yep.
No, Death Ray Shaman.
Yeah, maybe the needle. Yeah. I think let's hope. Hopefully, we get a pointing. Oh, all right. He's gonna. Oh, Jit. I heard them yell Jit there. Yep. So it's on Jit. Okay. Okay. So he did have to burn his. Fine. But if Greg draws a sword now, he can still play and equip a sword. Is this?
So we're gonna see Mirror Crusader pre-combat.
Oh.
So many Mirror Crusaders.
Sometimes you gotta crusade, you know? Like, you're just like, hey, guy.
And what do we see?
Something else, let's see. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. You know, there's a little thing. There's a little thing.
So what do we have coming down? Is that a... Oh,
Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice. Now that is a brutal card to...
That's lethal next turn.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. So,
pretty much anything equipped to a Mirror Crusader is lethal. Immediately.
So this is interesting because if Glacier goes to 14, is it still?
Well, he can't go to 14. He can go to 12.
Well, he could. He could go to 14 because he eats 2 creatures out of the yard.
Yeah, but he just played the.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. I'm questioning is the way he tapped his mana.
Well, he just played the Death Shaman.
Death Shaman has haste.
No,
he played it off
very
of.
Good, but it does not have haste.
Yeah, played it off of Tomb of whatever the fuck.
Mirror Crusader. Attacking for 8 and actually 12. We'll see the Abrupt Decay.
All right, so Glacier's still only going to go down to 6 at that point.
Yeah.
All right. So Glacier has one more turn. That's a Wasteland off the top. All right, Greg is going to take this home.
Takes it down in 3.
And I imagine we're going to see another game here shortly.
Well, I think it's the round, right?
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. We'll have another match coming up.
So, interesting there. Obviously, seeing the power of cards like Rest in Peace against the Treasure Cruise decks. Something certainly I would want to try out in this format. Yeah. I feel like, actually, so are you familiar with the Blue, White, Red Miracles deck? That runs Rest in Peace main
with Helm. Yes,
that seems to be very, very well.
I was just thinking that. I was just like Blue, Right. I mean, Miracles with now great. Now we fed Greg's ego. Yeah, maybe we did. But no, that's exactly what I was thinking. Was that it would be that would actually be pretty well positioned.
Yeah, I mean. Rest in Peace, a card you don't really want to be playing by itself. Not a super impactful card. But in these matchups right now, seems very, very well positioned. Obviously good against, ever-present graveyard combo decks. We saw a Reanimator deck tonight. 2 Dredge decks in the field, both in the win bracket. So we'll certainly have one in the win bracket after this round, too. We also see how powerful it can be against decks like Bug Delver or even Blue Red Delver.
Yeah, and I mean, like, And Rest in Peace does have a lot of splash damage as well. Like, I mean, especially, like, I mean, because it's going to hit all your Dredge decks, it's going to hit your Painter decks, it's going to hit any deck that's running Goif.
How does it hit your Painter decks?
Welder. They can't.
Well, Goblin Welder,
yeah,
sure.
so which is pretty important because that's what lets them play around a lot of.
I mean,
stuff.
Certainly, but it's not.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's another.
It's good.
Yeah,
but it. I feel like it's more relevant against like Snapcaster.
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying, like, that there's more
some splash damage.
Yeah. Any deck that's running Deathrite Shaman, any deck that's.
And it's funny how this works, but it actually makes your counterbalance decks more resilient against Abrupt Decay.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, yeah, because they have to choose whether they're Abrupt Decay.
Right. So the problem is, like, for a lot of these decks, they can't operate under counterbalance top, meaning that they can't really Abrupt Decay the rest of these. You slap down a 4-mana artifact and they're dead after you have Rest in Peace in play.
And a lot of the decks that are running Abrupt Decay are also running Goif, so that Goif's not going to be doing much.
No, not at all.
So, all right, I like that.
So we see Schaefer sideboard.
Two needled, 2 cages. Fuck, what's the Kursigama? Is that what it is? That's the equipment that destroys equipment.
Yeah, it's whatever that is.
And then I didn't see the rest of the stuff. So, all right, well, that was fun. That was fun. So we're gonna move on to round 3 here. Let's get all this.
We may have to see a Dredge deck, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to. Which one? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So I'll take a look and we can.
So what do we?
So we have either
Dredge versus Manaless, or so Death and Taxes versus Manaless Dredge.
Yeah, I think we just see that.
Yeah, because we saw Glacier a couple times already. We've seen Chuck already.
Yeah, I mean all
the Nick, I think, is on. I'm sure Delver. Yeah, so we'll do the undefeated. Why not?
All right.
Yep. You want to go tell him?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, sir. So actually, we'll just I can tell Greg to sit in the exact same spot that he was. That way, I can be lazy. All right. So cool. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything else in chat. If I did, if you guys asked a question and I missed it, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer it as quickly as I can. So, because that would be good. All right, so Greg is going to sit in the next spot because he's good guy, scumbag Schaefer, which is going to let me, uh-oh. Well, actually, is that Greg? I don't even know if that's Greg. Let's look. Let's look. Yeah, okay, that is. All right, I'm going crazy. Well, that's what happens. Yeah, alright, so Manaless Dredge versus Death and Taxes, I mean, Greg's going to be able to do pretty good things post-board. Pre-board, Thalia is probably going to be the best thing. Past that, I don't know what Greg's going to really be doing a lot of. I mean, Jit's pretty good. I mean, guys, chime in and chat if I'm missing anything main board that Greg wise that might be good. I mean, the Mirren Crusaders are going to be pretty good. Yeah, I'm not. Ethan, let me put his name in here real quick. Oh, it's all mine. All right, cool. You ready? Ready, steady, go.
So actually talking to Schaefer, he was playing around Days with that pre-combat Spirit of the Library.
Okay.
Which was obviously not the right play, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it was a play, and okay, so he was thinking it way through.
He had a relevant reason for why he did it.
And I'm 90%. I'm gonna only put Dredge up here really quick, but I'm 90% sure Ethan is on Manaless Dredge.
He seems like he would be a Manaless Dredge player.
I
mean nothing ill by that, except I do.
You know, it's all in fun.
Manaless Dredge, probably the least fun deck to play against.
Well, we're if we can catch the die roll and then Ethan chooses to go, chooses to draw, then we immediately know.
Yeah.
I
mean, he knows that Greg's on Death and Taxes too, so like. This is actually not a great matchup for Death and Taxes, I don't believe.
Post-board, I think it gets a lot better.
Well, obviously, you're rest in peace. But in first games, Death and Taxes has one of the worst ones against
I mean, and he gets Pithing Needle because, again, the Phantasmagorium, like, that's, like, you'll see these guys, you'll see them mulligan, actually, pretty aggressively, just to get there.
We will see a 9.
9, okay.
So, interesting situation for Schaefer.
All right.
So, does he draw or play?
I almost like I almost like just saying he's on the draw. So apparently, all right. So Ethan is Manaless Dredge. Yeah, because. Okay, so Greg's going to actually kick it back. So I think Greg doesn't have an inkling with Living on. If he can get a Revoker, that's going to be good for naming Phantasmagorium main. Because that really, like, as far as I know, and again, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, that is, like, that's a lot, their deck really hinges on that.
I mean, sure.
I mean, it's so good. Like, for what they're, I mean, that's one of their biggest enabler. That, and then I can't remember the other card that they get to pitch. I mean, the deck is pretty explosive, but yeah. So we'll see.
You know one deck similar to this that I really haven't seen have much play around here is the Goblin Charbelcher decks.
Charbelcher, Luis used to play Charbelcher, and King of Spain. Why can't I remember his name? Used to play Charbelcher as well. So he can Dread Return and buy time, I guess? What? I don't know what that means.
He can name.
Oh, he can name. Okay. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I know things. Can you?
No.
Yeah, wait, you can't name that, right? It's not an ability.
Spell.
Yeah, okay. Alright, that's what I thought. Oh, Hugo! There we go. Yeah, alright, so Hugo and Brandon apparently also played.
Okay, sure.
Hugo, I have since they're shuffling, I think I've probably said it before, but I had had a fantastic match because I run Contagion Engine in the board. So, are you familiar with that?
I know what Contagion Engine
all right, just putting that out there.
Although, you would be the first person I know that played it in Legacy.
Well, because it's it's stemming from back when Goblins was a thing, and Mud has a terrible matchup against Goblins. Anyway, so we get this. Long story short, I have to Contagion Engine twice, involving having to Forge Master it away to get it into my yard, to Berry Rune it back to my hand, to cast it again, because he's able to go off twice because I'm just bricking on all my draws. But I got through 2 Empty the Worms, which is awesome.
So, Greg,
is he going down to 4?
Still mulligan.
Wow.
Funny story about Goblins, actually. That was the first Legacy deck that I ever played.
Was Goblins.
I played it in 2010. I was playing in a GPT for...
Legacy GPT, you know it's a while ago.
Yeah. I played it in a GPT for... let's see, was that GPN? It was Columbus, the Columbus GP that Drew Levin got DQ'd from. Was it 2010 or 2009? It might have been 2009.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
And so I played Goblins, and some folks were pretty salty about how much I ranked them. That was a really good deck back then.
Oh God, yeah.
I ended up playing
Ringleader and everything else. Yeah.
Okay, so we see some action here. Turn 1 Aether Vial. Greg has So
and then Ethan drew discarded. Put the Golgari Grave Troll in there. Dredging 6. Gonna see a Narcomoeba trigger coming into play. Greg, I know he's got a Rashad Port still left in his hand.
That's an Icarid?
Yes, that is an Icarid. Not. Oh nope, there is a Street Wraith in there, so it actually is going to be doing a little bit.
Street Wraith seems pretty good in Manaless Dredge.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. But I mean, Icarid's only got one thing, but there's another Golgari Grave Troll in there, so it can get things going. Greg, I know, has Batterskull. Oh, looks like 2 ports and a Batter Skull and then a mystery card. I'm not entirely sure. If Greg can get that Batter Skull out and swinging a little bit.
Does he have a Stoneforge? I mean, that would be very good in this situation.
Yeah, it would be. But I would imagine we would have seen him play it, though, if it had. All right, so let's see. That was a... I can't even think of...
Well, there was a Cabal Therapy I saw. There was certainly a Golgari Thug.
Yeah, Golgari Thug, and there's a Phantasmagorium in there.
Or,
excuse me, 2 Phantasmagoriums. So
this is going to be a good one.
That's going to be pretty rough. Yeah, like, I mean, Spectrum, it is pretty hard for Greg to win game 1. I was just, like, if Ethan would kept going pretty slow...
Batter Skull is much better against Dredge than most people think.
Yeah,
I actually don't necessarily agree with you, Beckstrom. Obviously, it's certainly fine, but I mean, being able to bounce the Batter Skull and then... so what happened there?
So he flashed back...
is there a bridge in the graveyard that we don't know about?
There is a bridge that we missed.
Okay. Well, this seems fine, because then you can revoke her in to name Phantasmagorian.
Yeah. So, and, yeah, because he can't respond. He has to respond to the activation or else nothing's going to happen. But Greg is actually sitting at 17 here. And he's got there. So, hopefully Greg knows to call Phantasmagorium. Because if he does, I don't think he's got another... No, he's got Golgari Thug. That's right. So Nathan confused at how the interaction works. Greg not so much, because this is one of Greg's favorite tricks, where he doesn't, where he doesn't really give them. But Ethan's going to be able to discard. So, anyway, so he's still got 2 dredgers in there. Ports, they do a lot in this matchup.
Actually, nothing. Actually, nothing. Nothing.
Well, there's a mom, so if this had happened earlier, then this would have been better, because then he could start chumping. Well, I mean, he'll still be able to start chumping.
Yeah. You can't really attack.
No, but he'll be able to... Oh, God, yeah. There are those 2 Icarids.
It seems very strange to me.
Oh, another Icarid. Is there another black creature entering the yard? Yes. All right,
well,
so...
there's certainly a Cabal Therapy, which is...
pretty good.
Very good for Ethan. He can take the...
Yeah, so he'll get rid of that Batter Skull. So the interesting thing... All right, so we've got...
block with a mom, right?
6-10. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, because it gets rid of the bridge.
Yeah. I don't really...
And Ethan has to stack the triggers correctly, so... But, all right, so Greg's going to go down to 7.
He's not... I don't even know what's going on here.
Yeah.
This seems real bad for Greg.
Batter's still going to get away.
No, he's...
Yeah, he flashed back Cabal Therapy, and he's throwing him past the
No, he didn't.
tape. Yeah, he did. It's
No,
right
he
there.
didn't.
No?
No, he didn't.
That's what
did he?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's in the thing.
Okay.
I paid attention. Shit. So let's see. Wait, why isn't he block? I don't think he cares at this point, Backstrom. The question came up, why didn't Greg block? And that's kind of what we were talking about, is I just don't think that I think he's just kind of done.
He's like, there's Dredge stuff, blah. I had to mull the 4.
So
not caring,
just putting 2 of the Icarids out. And so we're gonna see a lot more dredging. Yeah. So almost you block.
What's Nether Shadow do? I know that's what the card is in his graveyard, but I don't know what it does.
Nether Shadow is very similar to Icarid. Give me 1 second. It's if there's exactly one creature or something. Give me one. Give me 1 second. It comes back it has to do with graveyard ordering, so you have to be very careful. But here we go. Oh, that's gonna pull up a whole lot of shit. Yeah, never mind.
Nether Shadow.
Alright.
So Nether Shadow is a 1. That's Nether Trader.
Again. There you go.
Nether Shadow is a 1/1.
Yep.
At the beginning, this is Oracle text. It has haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Nether Shadow is in your graveyard with 3 or more creature cards above it, you may put another shadow into the battlefield.
Yeah.
It is a 1/1 with haste.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Obviously feeds Icarid, which is nice.
Yep.
But
like the exactly or the 3 or more, that's what always gets me. But yeah, I mean, if Greg can get out a rest in peace and Ethan doesn't have like the nuts, then because Nathan, I believe can go. I think he can go off turn. Maybe he can't. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe Manaless Dredge. I'm trying to think how fast Manaless Dredge can actually go off and get lethal.
Go off turn 2.
Can it? Can it actually? Well, Street Wraith, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can. All right. So as long as he doesn't get the nuts, and Greg can find a.
Well, he certainly is going to be naming Rest in Peace with his Cabal Therapies.
Yeah, I mean, so Greg's going to be on the play though, so hopefully things happen.
Do you know how long Ethan's been playing the deck? They can't hear you when you walk away.
Yeah, he's definitely been on it for a little bit. Woo! Thank you, sir.
I used to be a third baseman.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I would. I don't know why you wouldn't.
So all right. So the question was, don't you take the draw?
I mean, it depends on how you're trying to win, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right, Beckstrom? Like, yeah, I guess so. But you really don't want to put yourself in a position where you can't get Rest in Peace down. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because either way, they can't get Rest in Peace.
Nathan won't be able to do anything game turn 1. Well, he could. Like I'm just not familiar enough with the list. But Ethan has definitely been on Manaless Dredge for a little while now.
He doesn't seem. Yeah, I think so, Beckstrom. I think it's just right to draw. I certainly draw against Manaless Dredge when I'm playing a fair deck.
Yeah.
I think the only time when I play against it is if I'm playing something like... Well... What would be a situation where... Okay.
Like...
What would be a situation where I'd want to play?
I mean... If you have Rest in Peace in your head, but you don't know that before declaring. Yeah, so I think you're fine being on the play because they have to throw something in the yard turn 1. So turn 1, they have to wait till their discard step, so their turn 1 isn't really doing anything. And then turn 2, as long as you have Rest in Peace in hand, then you drop it and you win. So... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Unban Bazaar. That's probably not the smartest thing. I'm gonna put that out there. I don't think we're gonna see that happen anytime in the next, unless Wizards gets to the point where they're like, you know what, we fucking hate Legacy.
I think Shaver's mulligan at least 6 times this match so far.
Probably. I mean, he mulled to 4.
Oh, can we update the game count to give Ethan a win?
Oh yes, we definitely can do that. Alright. Yeah. Ethan just sitting pretty. This is I think Greg definitely is just looking for Rest in Peace, right?
I mean, maybe I think he had the Rest in Peace but no land. Like he had one land in hand, so you can't really play the Rest in Peace, I don't think.
Yeah, I guess alright, Dr. Derp, you do have a good point. Yeah, I mean, like, if you do put him on the play, he can't do anything until he gets... Alright, yeah, so that's fine. You just draw an extra card.
And Schaefer knows what he's playing against, so there's no reason not to. I don't know.
Yeah.
So my favorite way to win against Dredge, what actually happened,
Oof. I just saw that hand's got like 2 or 3 vials. So
but if it has a turn 2 Rest in Peace, he literally doesn't care.
I didn't see it. I could be wrong. I could have just missed it. Yeah, but if he does have it, then it's just, reaching for it, reaching for the 2 mana.
Play it, bud.
I mean, Ethan's got no responses. I don't think he can do.
He literally scoops up his cards, right?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I think Manaless Dredge can side in some lands, but yeah, I don't.
What is he? What is he?
He must not have it. He doesn't have it.
Oh, he's a Stoneforge.
Okay, so
he's thinking about Stoneforge versus vialing in. I don't know. Seems like he just. What is he doing? Is he thinking what he wants to?
Yeah, no, we're
he would.
Oh, pedals. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It's fine.
We're pretty sure he doesn't have it. I saw
get a batter skill. He's in real good shape here.
Yeah, I saw an Avenger. I saw a a Stoneforge Mystic, and
so we see a Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, I think another land. So
I don't really like this play. I feel like if you have any other 2-drop, you play the 2-drop and then you violin. Stoneforge, you don't want to have Ethan Cabal Therapy here.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
I mean,
yeah,
seems highly relevant to me.
I guess this speeds it up by a turn. Well, there's a Narcomoeba. All right, no Cabal Therapy. Greg is saving himself. What is that?
Is that unmasked?
Is it? I don't. All right, I'm gonna go check really quick what that is. I don't imagine we're gonna see any life total changes here, but
no, generally not. Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Reverend Silence.
What does that do?
So if you control a forest, you can have your opponent gain 6 life and destroy all enchantments.
Like from your hand or from the graveyard or what?
From your hand.
So he's a pro here.
So
this is not bad for Schaefer.
No. Yeah. If. Oh, but there's a Cabal Therapy. Yep. Womp womp.
It's still not bad for Schaefer.
I mean, there's no bridge, is there?
No.
Okay.
You almost have to.
Damn. Dr. Derp on it.
Armor.
So Cabal Therapy.
Yeah. Batter Skull. See, this is why I don't like.
Oh, there's a bridge in there. He's got to be playing with a different art bridge that I'm not used to, because I'm just not seeing it.
I really, really don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, because if he had played Revoker that turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's
So we see I mean he almost certainly plays one of those cards, right?
Yeah. I think we'll see him play Revoker and then cast the Angel off of the Vial. Okay, so the Modern Master Bridge. Alright, so that's why I'm missing it. I'll look up that artwork so I'm a little bit more prepared. You don't see very many Modern Master Bridges. Because anybody that's playing Dredge is not playing Modern Master versions. Alright.
Schaefer not happy. You can tell his body language is fairly defeated.
Yeah, I think he might be.
He's one turn. I mean, he's one card away from. Although I seriously don't understand these plays. 2, 3, 4. There's a Dredge return, which he can actually use if he wants to.
Oh, because of the fucking Dryad Arbor. Yep. All right. No, I mean, if nothing else, I mean, this is letting Greg. Greg will be able to see this moving forward. Going forward. Like, is there a way that Greg can kill a creature really quick?
Does it really need to?
Ugh.
What is that? Is that an action item?
Yeah. So, I imagine we're gonna see an in response. Get that angel in. I honestly don't know if I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, he's still getting.
I actually don't think this is very, very bad for. Schaefer.
Yeah, I don't think it's the worst thing for Greg by any stretch of the imagination, but... I mean, wait, Action Rider's what, a 5/5? 5/5 flyer?
Something like that. I mean, he's a big old flyer, but there's a mom in play, right? So, you know, he'll not be happy per se, but I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, and that's just interesting that he went after the.
Let's rip right here.
Rip a rest in peace.
Yeah.
Just go YOLO. So it is a 5/5.
It's a 5/5.
Yeah, 5/5 flyer. So he's got 9. I mean, Ethan's got what 9 power out there.
But none of it can really get through.
Yeah, I mean, and if I'm Greg, I think well, I don't know what Revoker's calling.
Almost certainly the.
Do you like chump one of the zombies just to get that bridge out of there?
Absolutely.
Or, yeah.
You chump with the Stoneforge Mystic, and you're like very, very happy with that. So we'll see a rest in peace because Schaefer just Ether Vial, Aether Vial.
Okay.
Rishon and Port. Great.
All right.
So
putting it all out there.
See, this is really the key around.
Well, there's the Nether Shadow and then an Icarid. I don't know if I actually like all of this because I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna be able to return Bristlebrand. I don't really think it's that bad.
Does he? Is there another Dread return?
Oh yeah.
No, he already burnt.
He discarded a Dread return.
Oh, you know that happens
Lock
sometimes.
the Sarah, give it protection from light.
Yeah. All right. So
great.
This was unfortunate for Greg. Just
Dread return
all the way around. Yeah. All right.
What happened?
Now that
exiled.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's so many zombies.
Yeah, that's a few. But he attacked first, right? Or no, he didn't attack first. I was looking away.
He didn't attack. No. Ethan's going off.
Yeah. All right. So this is pretty bad. There's another bridge from below.
Turns out when you get to draw 7
and you're playing Dredge, it's pretty good.
Dredge, it's just
what if he mills himself here? That'd be great.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He's gonna do it. I want to see him do it by accident.
That would be real good.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna keep dredging, and then doesn't realize he's only got like 5 cards left. That would make me so happy.
Doesn't Dredge?
It's a replacement effect, so he doesn't have to.
But like, can't he never mill with Dredge because he can just like pick a dredger, and then like it does the replacement effect, but like there's no. Anyway.
Yeah, no, he can definitely. You can definitely mill yourself out with Dredge unintentionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the match. I'm gonna go find another fun match to
all right, yeah,
watch for the second half of this round.
We've got half the round left, so I gotta imagine there's something else out there. All right. So yeah, that's the end of that. So was there? All right. Yeah. So we saw Greg brought in 2 cages and 2 rest in pieces. Greg, not very happy about that. Definitely did not see good things. Not good things there. Let me ask Greg if he thinks in retrospect his keep was good. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely go out there. Doubt he would have self-milled on accident. All right, yeah. I mean, that's an out for Greg. Is that that Ethan messes up and mills himself. I mean, kill him. Dr. Nerf. That's very mean. So the comment was that he would intentionally mill himself out to give them hope and then crush them in the same turn. And we'll try to go get. It sounds like Bogner is actually out there asking some questions for Greg. So once he gets back, we'll get a little bit more clarification as far as what is going on. But definitely interesting. Manaless Dredge might actually get there tonight because, well, I don't know. There's been a little bit of Dredge running around in the meta, so I know some people definitely have the graveyard hate. I only I questioned Greg Mulligan to 4 game 1, obviously aggressively looking for something, and then he stopped on 6. So Andy Gray, I'm with you in that, and wondering if he did think his keep was good enough. But I'm going to bring this back to us, since we don't have anybody over there, and by us I mean strictly me. Yeah. All right. So what? I don't know. Do you think Greg could have done anything better there, guys, or maybe not? I don't even know. I got a Diet Coke. That work? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully we'll have another match, so that way I can just stop rambling at you guys. So trying to think. How have you guys liked? Has anybody drafted yet? That's because I've done it a little bit. Definitely like the sealed for this format better than drafting. But yeah, I just have not gotten used to the drafting yet. It's pretty interesting. I feel like going 2 colors is right half the time. Drafting. Okay. Yet. Well, he's drafting right now. So, all right. So, Beckstrom, enlighten us. What? So, Stoneforge fetched WQ chat draft. So, Lytian, Greg fetched up a Batterskull with the Stoneforge. However, through a probe and a couple other things, Ethan was able to dredge and hit a Narcomoeba on the first dredge, and then probed and was able to dredge again, hitting a Cabal Therapy, which let him then rip the Batterskull out of Greg's hand. If that had been the case, Greg definitely would have been able to race a little bit more. But I don't know, especially after that Batterskull came, or after the Grizzlebrand came down, I don't know how much more actually would have changed. Yeah. But, yeah, so Dune Blast plus and Hostilities. So you're just going to be blowing up the board constantly, Gray? So looks like, do we have another match, or is that Greg sitting back down at the table? I think that's just Greg sitting back down at the table. I'm trusting Bogner's doing his job. He's got to do that. Got to do that well. Got to do it well. I need to shave. But, yeah, so, what's, is that Greg sitting back at the match again?
It's just a for fun match because no one else wants to.
Oh, nobody else wants to get on? So who else is playing?
A lot of the matches are finished.
Okay.
Norman lost. Let's get the match back on.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at our faces.
Yeah, what are they talking about? Who's playing with a playmat? Nope, not happening. Ugh.
It's a for fun match, Jesus.
Doesn't matter. We're trying to make sure that like shit.
Sure, whatever.
So who is the? I'm not quite sure who Greg's playing against.
I don't know. Just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
All right. So I'm gonna. Let's see. So I'm actually going to for fun match. All right. So and let's put that up here. Oh no. We're gonna put it right there. Oh, God.
Fine.
Yeah, whatever. Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah, who cares? It's good.
Yeah. But, yeah, I am a playmat Nazi. I'm perfectly okay with that, because if people are putting playmats on top of the playmat that we're already using on the table, it's going to get that playmat dirty. And we have some people that really want to use their playmats, and, like, some people have sponsorships that we got to worry about, like, and it's just not worth the hassle. So, as long as we're making just a general rule of no.
I'm guessing
playmats.
this is actually Sneak and Share, which is awesome, because I actually think This deck.
Is it? Yeah. So.
Not obviously very good against Greg's deck necessarily. Okay, it's fine, but Crocus main is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So fetch for mystery player. I'm gonna put him down to 19. Greg with a.
Saw an ancient tomb there, almost certainly on a sneaking show.
So
You see
Ponder.
Ponder again.
Damn, he plays fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
You should let his Ponder resolve before, and also tap his island perhaps.
All right, so he's a little fast.
Little sloppy. Looks like he may shuffle here. I'm not sure.
And Steak and Whiskey again with the playmat. We've just taken a stance that we'd rather have players.
Down to 18.
It was 17. He fetched.
Sorry, yeah.
It's just because like we put a big playmat down. Some of the stores
Rockets here obviously a big.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Big game against.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun for them. But
you see Emrakul on the far right. We see Stoneforge come down.
Yeah, so I imagine it's going to go grab Batterskull. I could be wrong. Oh no,
that's actually really good here.
Really? Because like, what is it?
It's actually
like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But
maybe Schaefer's just bad. It's always a consideration.
Oh, I like Schaefer. No, I mean like maybe he's worried. I mean, I guess all he's seen is blue mana, so
Dr. Derp, you can you get along with Harrison or with what's his name? Shit, Eddie Song. He just whiteboarders all of his cards. He'll take a blackboard card and just like whiteboard it.
Yeah.
I don't really know how I feel about it, but it's something.
I'm just honestly, I'm impressed with the card knowledge that Dr. Derp has because he has managed to name tons of different cards. He even knows that this is apparently 8th edition. Yeah. Hey, this is for fun match, Mr. Beckstrom. Nobody else wanted to jump on camera, so we had 2 people that would. So
it was funny. Neither Nathan Mullen nor Ned Kadayep wanted to be on camera. So,
well, Mullen makes sense because he only loses on camera. But Ned's got the same thing. So I think they're both just superstitious about it.
From the standings, it appears that they do lose.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Scumbag Shaper always on camera. Different art too. Yeah. Now it's because he won't be on camera next round. But
we have a show and tell incoming. Unfortunately, there's a Caracas.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing here.
He's partying,
Is this Omni? A little Omni?
Ooh. Omni? Alright, that's better.
This seems real bad. I don't know why we're...
Let's see. What's your favorite way to announce you're casting Treasure? Booze Cruise. 100% Booze Cruise. I'm a fan of that. Oh, Sneak Attack. Alright.
Sure.
Still not...
This actually seems not ideal.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna see... We're gonna see... Yeah. Okay. Is it sword that does the damage, or is it creature that does the damage when the sword's equipped?
You mean it's actually the sword.
Is it? Okay. Alright, so I was trying to figure out how Jill would work, but...
Not that good. Yeah, so that's obviously a good play there.
Get rid of that. Get rid of the red source.
It's interesting. I'm not sure... Okay, yeah, so this is fine. We're going to equip here, attack for equivalently 5, so Sneak and Show player go down to 10, and then Schaefer draws a card, and as usual, drawing extra cards because, why not?
Yeah, and just so, just again for once this is on YouTube, I was asked what's the favorite way of pronouncing Treasure Cruise on camera or announcing it, and my response was the Booze Cruise because that's just fun and you get to get drunk that way. So yeah, is Sneak and Show not not doing a lot here. Yeah, I mean, so he can sneak in something, but again, that Caracas is just gonna. Sneak and Show doesn't run Wasteland, right?
They sometimes sideboard them specifically for.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, because their mana's not that bad that they couldn't run it, could. So.
You're running your Ancient Tombs.
So another 5 coming in, unless he's trying to get a little. Unless he's gonna try to get crafty. Okay, nope, he's just gonna take it. Oh, I guess you are running Ancient Tombs. Okay, and they run some number of City of Traders. Is it 2 and 4?
I think it's 2 City of Traders.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Turns out Sneak and Drill on 2 is usually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Sneak and really putting in a number on turn 2 is good. I don't believe you. That seems incredibly loose.
So the interesting thing about Caracas is if you have 2 red sources, you can actually just double activate.
Yeah.
So not
the end all be all, but oh, okay, and they had 4 pedals. All right, well then, yeah, I don't know. Well, he has a Through the Breach in hand too. Oh, all right, so this is going to be unfortunate.
Not really.
Well, depending on what it is.
So, yeah, but like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
8 permanent, so he can sack 6, leaving the Stoneforge Mystic and the Sword of Fire.
Yep. All right. Then is that a brown guy in scrubs? That's not me. There's only one can be one. Be one. All right. So Emrakul. Greg gonna go down 5. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Greg still just has this.
He's like, okay, I'll bounce it because why not?
Put it back in.
Sacking 6.
Let's see. Greg sacks rights. Okay. He's just like, all right, picking it up. Picking it up. If that had been Grizzlebrand, though, does that swing differently?
Well, it's awkward, right? So you can't draw.
You can't draw off of it, yeah.
So it's somewhat awkward.
Yeah, like.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I gotta get out of here before I get charged with. Nah, you can't leave. We need the viewer. I'm sorry, you're stuck here. I promise I won't ask you for medical advice. Moving forward, Dr. Derp. But right, is that a brown guy in scrubs? That's not me. Can only be one. That is. I believe he is. Oh, is he shuffling weirdly? I don't know. I believe he is actually Asian, but out there. And then Greg, I don't know if you can tell by his pastiness, but Greg is actually white. Just the definition of white, in fact.
The most pasty.
Oh yeah, you did just bounce Grizzlebrand mid combat. All right, Land Willows is correct there.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Don't have that Annihilator trigger on Grizzlebrand. What if he did? What if he had Annihilator 4?
Why don't we just put all of... Why don't we just put...
Haste Hexproof?
A Hexproof would be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fair. Let's think about how much more we could break Grizzlebrand before it just actually had to be banned. I actually don't think that card is very good for Legacy. I didn't think it was
when they printed it. Yeah.
Just like I don't think Ascension is very good for a standard format. But.
Yeah. I don't know. I again, I'll still say it.
Hashtag
until I'm blue.
Beckstrom.
Ascension, hashtag Bentram.
Beckstrom, yeah.
Hashtag Ascension, hashtag Carrieted, hashtag.
So Beckstrom, why aren't you playing some Legacy tonight, buddy?
He's drafting. He's drafting is what he said.
Online?
Yep. He said he's drafting. He's got a... What 2 cards did he say? He had a Dust thingy, Dune... He had basically
Dune
the 2... Dune Blast, the 2 sweepers. And,
and the white one?
Yeah, the All is Nothing or... No, and Hostilities. There we go. Ascendancy, not Ascension. Jesus, so sorry.
It's like the same thing.
What if I want... what was the white Ascension that puts angels into play? Luminarch Ascension.
That card, very good in a very bad deck.
Oh, I played it. I played it like crazy in Fog. No, I played it in Fog back in Standard.
Sure.
It's good things. That with Batwing Broom, done. Done. Are you familiar with Batwing Broom? Wait, it's Exile.
Meandering.
Oh
my God, the blue ones? Oh God, those are so good. Man,
all right.
I wish we were watching
like an actual match.
Draft.
Yeah, but then we're just feeding his ego. Feeding the Beckstrom ego. But then again, Rich Hagan said he's going to win this Pro Tour in Honolulu. So
Rich Hagan?
Yeah. So congratulations, Beckstrom, for
Beckstrom.
winning. Yeah, was going to win Pro Tour Honolulu.
Why?
That's just
Beckstrom's not cute.
Yep.
That seems like about the level of commentary that we have here tonight. So.
Oh God, that's
what
we do.
Commentary.
Yeah, who was telling me that? I think it was Schaefer. I guess
Show
he
and
tweeted
tell. Dun, 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 dun.
Hashtag awkward. So this is you mentioned the show and tell in turn 2. It seems good.
Seems good.
I'm okay with this.
Traders, or?
I'm not. He needs to move his hand, Mystery Man. What should we call him, Mr.? Let's call him North Shore Medical Facility.
Grizzle Brand.
Yep, City Traders.
Naming.
Grizzle Brand.
Still has a 7/7 lifelink flyer.
That seems bad.
That seems very bad.
Yeah.
Steven or Schaefer.
Oh, I was talking about for North Shore Medical Facility.
Yeah, I hate having.
Yeah. You don't 7/7 flyer lifelinkers.
You name
Sneak attack maybe?
Sneak attack?
Yeah, that's what I would. Scumbag Schaefer lying about Andy winning a Pro Tour. Beckstrom. I mean, he plays decently for his first Pro Tour. Yeah, he played. What the last Pro Tour was? He played, and he did. He played.
Schaefer?
No. Scumbag Schaefer lying to Mark about Andy winning Pro Tour.
Yeah. No, Beckstrom did just fine. How'd you end up, Beckstrom? You were like top 50?
Yeah, that's what impressive showing for first Pro Tour.
That's actually that's actually what I got on my first Pro Tour.
Oh really? Oh,
it was,
there you go.
It was actually the last Honolulu.
That's a good Pro Tour to get to go to. Yeah.
And it was interesting.
Oh, second Pro Tour. Excuse me.
Oh.
Beckstrom not nearly as good as
I mean,
good as
obviously,
you, Ryan,
my second Pro Tour, I got freaking scummed out of day 2, which was great. Freaking scumbags.
Did Greg scum you?
No, it was not.
That'd be way better if Greg.
It was a South Korean pro.
Oh.
And he missed his trigger, drew his card, and then tried to get his trigger. And I'm like, no, you missed your trigger. Like, you drew your card for the turn. You don't get your upkeep triggers. And he appealed, and they gave him his upkeep triggers. And I'm like,
no,
what?
No, yeah, that's. If you're at the Pro Tour, yeah, you don't. You should be playing at a level where you're not forgetting your triggers. Like I don't know. I feel like you should be enforcing that like crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, the problem.
I have no idea what life totals are at, but it looks like Schaefer lost.
So we have it's 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the rubber mat or the rubber game for our totally important for fun match.
Yeah.
Between Death and Taxes and Sneak and Show, although it looks like they may be
round
packing it in.
Yay!
All right, so it looks like we're gonna get to round 4, which means we might actually get out of here at a reasonable time.
Yep, that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for that.
Let's see.
Let's see. So I'm just gonna go to round 4. Awesome, and that's already reset. Let's get. Gotta get Greg's name out of there. It's too scummy.
Are we gonna have to have Ethan versus Chuck?
Is Chuck undefeated?
Well, he might be.
Did he beat Glacier?
He was up 1 game to none.
So we'll see. If not, we could try to find an interesting match. If you want to go pick the match, you're more than welcome to. Yeah.
Why not?
I don't really care.
Why not? Oh, we have it coming to us. So, do we have an undefeated match? No.
Yeah.
We have Glacier versus Ethan.
We could do Greg versus Hess, but Greg has already been on here a lot. I don't know. What do we want? David's been on here a lot. Everybody's already been on, so
let's run it back with Schaefer.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right. This is a Schaefer night. Schaefer night. Oh god. All right. So we're gonna get Death and Taxes back on camera. Lord knows what Nick is on. Nick has got a very deep pool. That's what we're doing. You're getting the Hess. You're getting the Hess. Yep. You're getting the Hess. But I'm not entirely sure what he's on. Oh god, this is bad. Greg doesn't. Schaefer's not leaving. There's dissent. There's there's dissent. All right. Oh god. Oh jeez. All right. So, oddly enough, Greg is actually on Death and Taxes. I know that's weird. We haven't seen that deck tonight at all. It's, oh man.
All right, so we're running back Schaefer.
Yep, yep. There's dissension, but everybody wants to see Hess. So Gregory, we're gonna leave it at Gregory Hess.
No,
oh god.
Hess. Come on.
No, I know. I was talking and then my brain farted and then it.
Well, see, this is what happens when I leave you alone.
I know. It's a problem. All right. So,
how are we doing on viewers? We've got like 3.
I think we've got about 3.
Okay. Good.
No, we're not bad. I think we were up to about 50 last time I checked.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh god!
Actually, we don't know.
Oh god!
We don't know what he's playing. Ready, set, go.
Hess, I believe, is playing the.
Is he on a Treasure Cruise deck?
He is on the 4-color cruise.
Oh Jesus Christ! Really?
Yeah.
Is he really on GRUB? Oh god! This meta likes Treasure Cruise so much.
It's so annoying.
God.
I think I'd be playing Painter Servant. I'd be playing straight blue-red Painter Servant.
Yeah.
I would be playing.
Are you running? No.
Miracles.
Okay.
With.
Rest in
with
peace,
Helm,
man.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace, man.
I mean, fuck. Honestly, the Esper Tezzeret deck that ran just all the different combos in it. Or, excuse me, never mind. It was black-white with Leyline of the Void. Or, excuse me, black-blue with Leyline of the Void, Tezzeret, Bolus. It runs like every combo in there. So it runs Helm. It runs Sopter Sword. It runs...
Okay.
Oh, fuck. There's another one. Or you just play a bunch of artifacts and win that way. But I would... Like... That seems fine. Just like crushing any hope that you're, because that way you get to play Chalice. Like, yeah. I don't know.
So what do you got?
Oh, so we got to take off this for fun match. There we go. Done. Because this is for serials now.
Sort of. So the choice was between Greg Schaefer, Nick Hess, and Ethan and Glacier.
Glacier, yeah.
We've seen Glacier a bunch too. We saw Manaless Dredge. I find it to be the most boring deck. I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, here there's more interactions and calls to be made, so I'm fine with this.
Plus, I get to watch Schaefer play and just very, very, get to rip on his bad choices, which I'm all for.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, like... And unfortunately, there wasn't the variety that we'd like. I guess the tournament was only 12 people today, so there's definitely that as well. I'm surprised Bob did so bad. We could have gotten some blue, white, red Delver on there.
Well, if certain people would actually play on the camera, then we could actually feature them. But unfortunately,
yeah, whatever. Mullen wants to. Not be on, that's fine. Dad doesn't want to be on. Some people don't like being on camera, which is perfectly fine.
Seems like they should get used to it if they ever play at the competitive level.
Yeah. But I think you can decline at Star City, can't you? Like, until you get up to like top 8.
I don't know.
Yeah. So mom gonna die. Nick at 18.
So what do we have here? We have swords, Thalia, Sarah.
Yep.
And a Horizon Canopy. It's
Seems
really nice.
Fine, yeah, because he's gonna be able to.
I don't really like the brainstorm.
I think he just needs another land. I don't know. It's Nick.
You certainly put back the Force of Will. I think I feel like he's trying to play it on like protection mode, where like you have this Force of Will, which really doesn't do anything in your hand. Like, I pitch that in a second.
No, Texas Ranger. He's just being nice. Gregory and Nick are both really good friends.
Greg is actually just a scumbag, though.
So Greg in fact is a scumbag. But no. So we're just seeing some nice magic here. Nick gonna force that Thalia coming down. Greg gonna take one off of the Horizon Canopy.
Awful, by the way.
I mean, I think that's fine. I mean, Thalia does like makes Nick deck a lot worse. But
here's the thing: he had a bolt in hand. Why would you force Thalia?
You want the bolt for the Mirroring Crusader? I don't know.
No, it's just atrocious.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, odds are he's not going to get much. So I think I see a Sword of Fire and Ice in Greg's hand, which is going to be pretty good.
Maybe.
Oh, so Greg is playing this main, the Spirit of Labyrinth.
Brainstorm in response.
Greg going down to 18, though.
I think he put back a bolt. This is just baffling to me.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, no, most certainly. That's why I wanted to give that that clarity, Texas Ranger, that they were friends, and that's why Greg is playing with his hands face up. And I mean, a lot of the people that play Legacy, we're all pretty tight knit. I mean, we all know each other to some degree of familiarity. So especially when they're not playing for first, they're playing for third and fourth. So there's definitely a little bit more leeway when it comes to this point at night. But Nick going down to 16, cracking a Scald and Tarn to get a Volcanic Island.
I really don't know how I feel about this 4-color deck in general. I know.
Unless he's just on Grixis, but...
Alright, so we see a bolt there, that's fine.
Or, not Grixis. Yeah, Grixis, sorry.
No, he's definitely on the booze. On the full booze.
He's on the full booze cruise? Okay.
Full booze. So you're going to Swords the Pyromancer here.
Yeah.
Nick gains 2 life, goes up to 18. We'll see Schaefer lose a life playing Mother Room off of Horizon Canopy. Fortunately, we have another bolt that'll go right at that mom, I would assume.
Maybe. Pokemon token. Pokemon token broken. That's too good.
So we see a Treasure Cruise.
Is it? Oh, okay.
For the full Ancestral.
You know, that's just a little bit.
For the full Ancestral.
I saw Force land something. Yeah, that's...
I don't know why he didn't play his land. He has a fetch land.
Did he fetch this turn?
No.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he fetched this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is super relevant here, though.
Or maybe he didn't. I don't know.
If he has the fetch line next turn actually makes it so he can hardcast Force, which is probably the best mode for Force in this matchup.
Yeah. Not having to take that point of damage is pretty big.
Brutal.
I mean, Nick knew about that, so does Nick have another answer?
Hello?
I guess you got to get rid of...
Answer? This seems real bad.
Alright, so Greg's just going to take to the skies. Nick's going to get in 2 points of damage a turn, though. But 3 points of damage is better than that.
Is it now?
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I think my addition is correct there. Yeah, Greg does win
Swords,
this race.
the Pyromancer.
Okay, so...
Nick goes back up to 17.
So many life swings.
No. This is why I like this matchup way more than Manaless Dredge.
Yeah. No, I agree. Manaless Dredge just does its thing and then wins or loses. So Greg going to go down to 14.
Probably a Sword Supply.
So the good thing is, Greg in his board, I saw that he's got some Path to Exiles, which in this are basically just pay 1, remove a creature. I mean, he gets a Shuffle, which could be relevant, but past that, that's not going to be doing much. Nick going to fall down to 14.
We're going to see the hard counter with Force of Will, which is going to be great.
What's about to come down?
I don't know. Whatever it is, you should have vialed it.
Yeah.
He's got a Force here, right?
Or you can... Well, you can't Daze. So, yeah, Force pitching Daze. Nick
Why? Why not hardcast it? Why not hardcast it?
You don't need to.
That seems real bad.
You know.
That seems like real bad.
Alright. And Greg's going to go down to... There. Yeah, I don't...
No, like actually bad. So he's not blocking, which is great.
Doesn't Avenger have First Strike?
No.
It doesn't?
Avenger has Vigilance and Flying.
Just Vigilance Flying? Okay.
It's a 3/3 Vigilance Flyer for 2.
Okay, but you can only play it on turns 3 or later. You can only play it for mana,
yeah. Turns out Aether Vial doesn't give a shit.
Nope, Aether Vial doesn't. Revoker, I'm assuming going to be naming Deathrite Shaman. Again, cannot respond to it. Alright. Something tells me Greg's got this game. Could be wrong.
I don't think so.
But again, yeah.
I think you go and you get your GTA. GTA is fine. I was gonna say Sword of Fire and Ice. I actually think Sword of Fire and Ice is better here. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it protects from Bolt. Yep. All right. Fair enough. I'll take that. So all right. So a cat. Oh, a cat. Like I just realized, Academy Ruins. It's a Magic card. I like the name. I like the card. It's good. But so he played Blue-Red Treasure Cruise in Modern, which is interesting. I'd want to see that. Won the 8-man. I don't know. I'd want to see the list. I'm going to look it up in the daily tomorrow. Oh, it was 8-man. It's not a daily. Never mind. I know these things. I listen. I know. I read. So is he swinging in again? So I'm guessing it's just Burn, Delver, and then...
I mean, I don't...
Treasure Cruise.
Why would you do that, Schaefer? This seems like a really weird match.
I don't like trading there.
When you've turned off.
Yeah, when you've turned off the...
And we'll see here why.
Yeah.
We're going to bolt the... Fork Bolt?
Fork Bolt, yep.
So this is... Well,
oh, if Greg's got a land... Yeah, if Greg's got a land... well, he needed a land anyway to be able to play and equip. Either way, whether he's putting it in with Stoneforge or not.
Land.
Oh, there he goes. Greg going down to 10 though in order to do that.
Yeah. Not really.
Maybe.
Not relevant.
What are we seeing here?
Oh no.
Does he got it? No, that's a... So he fetched, so Nick's down to 12, which is relevant because that shortens his clock. Oh, he's going for... Oh, I think Nick wants him to back it up so he can... Oh, maybe not. Alright, I don't...
He just wants to activate Deathrite Shaman before the trigger happens.
Okay.
I don't think it's relevant.
No.
Kill the Pyromancer.
Oh, that's right, because Nick had to exile Daze to the...
and a Revoker.
I bet you he's going to call that. Yeah. Alright, so if you're Nick, do you just pick him up at this point? Like, I don't know what your out is. Right? Like,
dun dun dun. You are dead.
Yeah, Greg doesn't care. He'll let the 1 point of damage through. Oh. Has made his baby recently, and I played... Alright, so Academy Ruins, it wasn't on MTGO, it was at a store.
and I guess there's a guy from Channel Fireball that's
Can we
played
bring
a
that
little.
list up so that
Yeah.
people can
Uh,
look?
I could, but I have to share the desktop and then see everything else.
Okay.
The new setup, though, we're gonna have multiple monitors, so we can actually do this.
Do it the right way.
Do it properly.
All right. Well, let's bring that list up while we're waiting for. At least
Well,
for
yeah,
us,
we
so
can talk about it. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so.
Apparently, it's in the spikes portion of Reddit. You know that's awesome.
This is actually a pretty good.
This seems like a good
Reddit.
list. I don't like the 3 young pyromancers. That seems a little loose. We pulled up the list that was linked in the chat. I'll just quickly read it off. You got 12 creatures, 4 delvers, 1 lavamancer, 4 snapcaster mages, and 3 young pyromancer. I don't really know how I feel about lavamancer in the list where you're trying to cruise. I feel like it should just be another pyromancer. 9 creature spells. You got 2 burst lightning, 1 electrolyze, 4 get probes, 4 lightning bolts, 3 mana leaks, 4 remands, 4 serum visions, 1 spell pierce, 3 spell snares, 1 thought scour, and 2 treasure cruise. Thought scour are a card I really like in the treasure cruise list. I'm wondering if it's not just better than Gitaxian Probe in some of these lists. Lands, you got 5 blue fetches, probably some combination of Scalding Tarn, Polluted Delta.
He's got Scalding Tarn down there.
Okay, so 4 Scalding Tarn, 4 Steam Vents, 1 Mountain, 5 Islands, 5 other blue fetches.
Okay.
Certainly, you have no shortage of them. And now that we have onslaught fetches, yeah, and in cons. In the sideboard, 2 Blood Moon, love that card. 1 Combust, 1 Counterflux, 1 Dispel, 2 Grim Lavamancer, 3 Magma Spray, 1 Negate, 1 Spell Sky, 1 Treasure Cruise, 1 Vandal Blast, 1 Vidalcan Shackles. I feel like I'd be playing more Vidalcan Shackles, but
yeah, Vidalcan Shackles.
Vidalcan Shackles.
I mean, it's very good. I mean,
Very
it takes most things.
So, it's an interesting list. I really don't like Delver in Modern. They've really nerfed it with all of the cantrip bannings they've had.
Yeah.
You don't get Ponder, you don't get Preordain, you don't get Brainstorm. Obviously making that card a little bit, well, much worse, really.
Serum Visions is the only one that you can really set it up with, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
I actually think I'd be playing with some number of Magma Spray in here. Not something that this list runs. I think it would replace some number of Burst Lightnings with Magma Spray so that I have a better chance of flipping the Delvers.
Yeah. All right. And so the comment in chat was Academy Ruins responding with that they liked the 3 young Pyromancers, but cutting the Grim for the 4th would be reasonable. I never saw a Grim Lavamancer. Shackles is good against the Goyf decks, I bet. Yeah. I mean, it's good against any creature deck, I would say. I mean, they're taking...
Yeah, it's especially good against the Goyf decks. Goyf decks are a real problem for this kind of deck, and I think it really does help. Again, 4 Snapcaster Mages, I don't know how often you're going to have cards in your graveyard, but I think that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I almost like, I mean, this is, I'm gonna go deep here. I'm gonna go deep, I'm gonna go a little weird. But so, Noxious Revival to set up Delver. No? I'm just putting it out there.
I think that's awful. I would cut the Thought Scour from this list. I would cut the Burst Lightnings. I would find another card to cut, maybe one of the Spell Snares, and put in 4 Magma Jets. I think that's the only real way that you're going to be consistently hitting.
Yeah, Delver, that way, yeah, just get that extra scry.
I also wouldn't hate cutting some of the like mono blue oriented cards and actually making this blue-white red deck with Treasure Cruise. I think that actually might be just fine. Those tend to be really grindy, especially in creature matchups, where Treasure Cruise helps break that parity.
So jumping to the game, Nick played a Delver turn 1. He flipped it with a
lightning bolt.
flipped it with a Ancient Grudge. Greg played a Mother of Runes on turn 1. Nick answered that back with a Lightning Bolt. Greg gonna play a Caracas for the turn. Let's see what he dumps out there. Maybe something good.
Taking his time, obviously.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Scumbag Schaefer in full effect.
I mean, the thing is, they're actually playing. Like, I don't mind watching this because they're being friendly. However, they are playing for, I think, the difference between like their $10 difference between their prize money. So
yeah, or more.
It might actually be more. Yeah.
If Schaefer wins and Ethan loses, he may actually have better tiebreakers.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. I missed that. Greg is actually at 17 here. All right, so Greg is, yeah, you're right. Greg is playing with some big stuff on the line. I snapped a treasure cruise and it felt like oh god,
that seems real good.
Yeah, like I like his Academy Ruins comment that he snapped a treasure cruise and he felt like they felt like they could lose.
Caracas.
Yeah,
this feels like Nick's way ahead in this match.
Yeah. But it felt like he could lose every other game that he was playing and still be happy. I would agree with him if I got to do something nice like that. But yeah, no, I agree. Oh, well, swords. That's a thing.
It's not too bad.
So Nick's going to go to 22 off of that. Or 2. Yeah.
2.
This labyrinth can... Well, I mean, Nick just needs to make a token. That also gets Greg can't swing in with it because he has any sort of instant sweet spell. Ponder token. Good things.
Yeah, except for the fact that Nick can't draw.
Oh. That's yeah.
That's the thing.
So just gets to rearrange the top 3, right?
A really bad
well, I guess he just wanted the blocker.
I think he wanted the blocker. I think he may not have realized exactly how bad that play was. Yeah. It turns like a really bad index is not very good.
I almost attack. Well, I don't know. I know Greg's I think deciding whether he wants to block if it's worth it or not.
So there's a question here whether Rug Delver or Bug Delver, which you guys like. I feel like Rug is very poorly positioned right now. Nimble Mongoose is probably at the worst it's ever been.
Yeah. Nimble Mongoose is not doing much, especially when you could just be treasure cruising and instead you're playing.
And Bug Delver, you get very, very good cards in the meta, like Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay answers a lot of the cards that you really need to answer.
Yep.
You obviously also get cards like Tarmogoyf, which is the best food card ever printed.
Yep. I still have my hesitancies with running too many treasure cruises in Tarmogoyf, but that's a different thing. And I mean, like, there's benefits and not benefits going for both.
An early Swords to Plowshares on the Delver.
The second Delver. Yeah. But Greg's got a lot of digging to do if he's going to get out of this.
Real bad.
Yeah, this is rough. And with that Ancient Grudge in Nick's hand, which Greg knows about, like, that's just tough.
Is it? I don't think it's that bad.
Well, I mean, like, that's one of the ways that he could theoretically dig out of here, and it's just not gonna matter much. You gotta imagine Greg brought in his rest in pieces though, so game 3 it's probably not gonna matter as much. Greg gonna go down to 8. All right.
Obviously interesting not blocking the Pyromancer.
Well, Pyromancer's gotten in for about 8 damage now. And because Greg hasn't blocked. Like, finally. Finally. Alright, so Greg gonna go down to 7. Yeah, but he took so much damage from that Pyromancer. I think he took 6 damage from the Pyromancer. That would have been 8 had he taken it. Yeah. And Nick's just got another Pyromancer in hand. So yeah, Greg just is mana screwed pretty badly. He's got I mean, if he can get out that does he have 3 Stoneforge Mystics in hand? Coda Skate Coda Skate Reel. Yeah, a bunch of us are going to Jersey. Are you going to Jersey? November 14th.
It might.
Yeah. I know.
I have infinite airline miles in my.
Yeah, I mean, Greg Schaefer, Nick Hess, myself, Kyle Norman, we're all going. And I know a couple other people are going as well. But that's who's going in our car.
I'd probably play Bug Delver. You're driving? Jesus.
Well, we're making like a mini vacation out of it. We're leaving Thursday, leisurely traveling up there, getting there midday Friday, gonna play in some of the Friday events, and we took Monday off too, so like we're not making it stressful. It's just gonna be like a fun road trip. All right, well, cool, Coda. Then we'll see you there. We'll all be wearing WUBRG shirts, so if you see us, come over and say hey, and it'll be good. I think I'm playing a Delver deck or Death of Taxes. Ooh, after seeing Greg, like, I don't know. I'm not, and we'll get to know Mark will win it. Yeah, I will. Getting it there. Oh, my luck at GPs is not.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this.
Not good. No, probably not. And I'm fully like I'm gonna go play the GPTs that we've got all the stores doing for us and stuff just for like shits and giggles. But honestly, I'm just going to have a good time.
Or are you gonna commentate on
Where?
the GPTs?
So the GPTs, if they're on the weekend, I'm not going to waste my time commentating because SEG is on, and there's no way in hell we're going to get any sort of viewers that way.
Really?
And I'd play. If there's a GPT on the weekend, then during the week, then I might actually just stream that.
Yeah, I mean, I have my 2 buys, so I could probably comment.
If you want, yeah. I'll set it up.
No reason not to.
So what do we think the meta's going to be like? Shit tons of Delver.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just ridiculous amounts of Delver.
It's going to be interesting. I actually think that decks that play Red Blast are going to be very, very good.
Yeah, I'm thinking Miracles and Delver is what I'm... You don't think Miracles?
Miracles, maybe. I think you're going to see Painter Servant be an early big choice. Good choice. Oh, God.
God. All right. So this is the thing. Yeah, this is yeah. Greg just needs to pick him up at this point. Oh, Greg is probably actually down to, I think he's at 6. This is what we get for paying attention. This has been a fun-filled match, so clearly we've been honed in. Actually, that's a good. Lands might not be the worst, actually.
Like the new lands there?
Yeah.
With Dark Depths?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't actually hate that. Texas Ranger, yeah. Ranger, are you gonna be in Jersey? Are we gonna see you there as well?
Turn 1 Blood Moon? What's Turn 1 Blood Mooning?
A lot of things. Fuck, I could bring back. I could play Red Mud and do it. God, lost my.
Stop talking.
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah. What else turn 1s?
Stompy, any Stompy, right?
Yeah.
So like, there's Fairy Stompy if you want to play that.
There's a Fairy Stompy deck.
You didn't know that?
Seriously? I know Werewolves. If I'm playing the Stompy deck, I'm playing Werewolves.
Why don't you just play Allies?
That's true.
So
too.
Nick Hess is just rubbing it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
As he want to. So
he's like, I want it willingly. That's basically with the vibe that I got from Greg. All right, so now we're 1-1. Yeah, did Schaefer get paired down or? So wait, this is not the. That's not the right one.
I think Schaefer got paired across.
Okay, they did. They did. All right, so there's real stakes for both of them. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Please never play Red Mud. That deck, to me, feels like a straight downgrade. I mean, I agree, too, but Blood Moon is nice. Blood Moon is really good. I like Blood Moon a lot.
Do you want to hear a funny Blood Moon story?
What?
So, my
what do you
opponent
got?
was playing Zoo, and I was playing, like, the bug control list from... So it was like land still, kind of.
Okay. All right.
But it was a bug control list, with like Pernicious Deeds and stuff.
Okay.
But it had 0 basic lands.
Yep.
Just like all the dual lands. So he blood moons me, and I don't have any answer up. I don't have a force, so I'm in bad shape.
Okay.
He ends up, playing some creatures out, and I have 4 cards in my hand.
Okay.
4 cards in my hand. He has lethal on the board, just like needs to attack, and then he kills me. Instead, he decides that he wants to chain lightning me. So he chain lightnings me. I pay 2 red because all my lands produce red now. I chain lightning back. Then he pays 2 red and chain lightnings me back, and then I pay 2 red and chain lightning him back, and I play. So then that's whatever. I don't have any more mana.
Does this end in Decimator Web?
No. It gets better. So then I'm like, misdirection.
Just for this. Oh wow. That would be fun. I would yeah.
He was not happy. I mean, he had lethal on the board, and he just like was casting his spells because he could and was trying to rub it in. He's just like, oh.
That's what you get. You gotta because you just do that shit post combat. If they have a trick and you don't kill them, then yeah, post combat you get it to them in the face.
But there's no reason to do it post combat.
Yeah, my only good Blood Moon story is Mold of 5, Blood Moon turn 1 against a guy that was playing bug control. This was several years ago when before Deathrite Shaman and whatnot. And so he just kept playing out his lands and I'll never forget we went 15 turns. And because he just didn't scoop them up, and I was like, that's pretty ballsy. And he was like, yeah, I have no basic, I can't do anything. Greg's gonna play Plains. Nick's gonna put out a Delver. And
Swords.
That's alright.
Nick goes to 21.
Alright, well that was quick and easy. That explains why Greg doesn't have turn 1 play into oh, okay.
Spirit. Oh no.
That's fine, it's just Chrome. Chrome crashes every now and then. Doesn't actually do anything to the stream.
That's good.
Yeah.
But we can't read all the interesting comments by people.
Well, hopefully they don't have anything there. Oh, nope. Hide it. Hide it, damn it. Thank you. Alright, cool. Alright, so... Alright, well, Nick's getting out a young Peasy, though. Let's see. Oh! Alright. Well, that's a council... it's Council Judgment, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. For whatever reason, I call it Will the Council half the time. But, Tabernacle at 350. When did you buy your Tabernacle, Rager? But Spirit of Labyrinth going to eat a Lightning Bolt. And then we're going to see a new Polluted Delta. For shame, Nick. For shame.
I actually like the new ones.
Do you?
Yeah.
Alright. Try to chain it pre-combat with Delver and a redirected with a gemstone mine in City of Trade. It's a similar story. So Dr. Derp has a similar story to Bogner's. Guy chain lightning him, and he redirected with, I guess he was on Dredge with a gemstone mine in the City of Brass to get his Delver. Oh man,
I love stories that end in that. So I actually love stories that end in the Dredge player getting screwed. So I have another good one against Dredge players. So let's take it back to the match. So a little bit of back and forth here. Saw Brainstorm.
Brainstorm, but it didn't lead to anything.
Didn't lead to anything.
Yep. So, God, wow, that was all right. So they're getting all right. Yeah, this was a few years ago that you get a lot of all of them except for Flooded Strand. I agree on that. I actually don't like. Also, those Windswept Heaths. I like the older art better on there too.
I mean, yeah.
But, all right. So yeah, the Sierra Avenger coming down along with a mom. Nick needs to find an answer for this mom now, or else bad things are going to happen.
He has Brainstorm, one of the most powerful cards in Legacy.
I saw Waste, and something else. The Waste probably not going to be a lot.
Waste.
So he's got 3 Wastelands in hand.
Not particularly happy as Nick has.
Ancient Grudge, blue card, Golgari Charm though. Not gonna take care. It'll take care of the mom.
Yeah, but he's kind of locked himself out. He doesn't have a green mana. This is why I really, really don't like this stupid deck.
It's true. Well, Nick also hasn't been fetching any green. Like,
well, he
hasn't had any really fetches. So, actually, he should be at he should be at 20 actually. And
did he fetch one?
Yeah, he's fetched once. So.
I mean, you can't really fetch green for your first one. This is again why I don't really favor that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just like having access to, I guess, cards like Golgari Charm and
so we've got Flicker Wisp and
Revoker.
Revoker. That seems very, very good.
At this point, though, Nick's going to have a hard time doing stuff. In for 3. Nick's going to go down to 17.
So do you just attack with Mother here because you know his hand? That's garbage.
I think you leave it back because then he has to burn a bolt on it. Like, he has to
go...
The problem
is he has Flicker Wisp. So if he bolts and you just Flicker Wisp, like, I don't know. I think it's fine.
Yeah. Just get it. Does it change the clock? It doesn't. Does it speed up? Yeah, it does speed up the clock. All right, yeah, it speeds up the clock by turn. So, all right, that's fair.
So
did he just? Okay, he just passed. Sorry. All right, so Nick is down to 14 here. Just a Flicker Wisp coming out, I guess. All right, untap. Okay, bring the land back in. Sure. Passing it back over to Nick. Nick doesn't look like he's drawn much at all. All right, Ponder.
He's
I don't like
searching for a green land. So
hard. He found one.
He did find one.
Yep, which is it's gonna hurt Greg. That's gonna hurt pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still gonna have the Sarah Avenger, sure, but which is, I guess, like probably the biggest problem.
You pass here, right? You let Greg play out his cards.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. The only thing is, I guess you can. Yeah, he's got plenty of mana. You can play if Greg plays a Thalia, if he does anything. There we go. So swinging. Okay, so then we're gonna see this. I'm guessing. I had to imagine he's named Pro Red.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have any red mana. It's not really relevant.
I don't know, but just out of habit and whatnot.
Sure.
Only gonna take 2 though because of that Golgari Charm. Let's see. And another Flicker Wisp. All right. Well, there we go. So
I don't know why he's playing Flicker Wisp on his turn. It has Flash.
Yeah, I don't.
There's the 4th Wasteland.
Oh,
buddy.
just to keep the to keep his mana open.
For what reason?
Bluff of Swords, I guess. Past that, I'm not 100%.
Can you play Treasure Cruise in like the Stoneforge decks? I feel like that's fine, right? I mean, I don't know that you need it. I don't know what you.
I mean, you got.
So there's another Golgari Charm taking out.
Oh wow! Did Nick play that on his turn? Oh, okay. No, that must have been Greg. So Nick's down to 10. I don't know. Do you have enough? I guess you've got what, Brainstorm, and you've got. Actually, I guess you could. I mean, you got Brainstorm, you got Swords, you have fetch lands. You could probably. I would say you might be able to learn.
So this is interesting.
2.
I don't know why he played it that way. He should have played with leaving the green open so he could flash back the Dredge.
Yep.
But whatever.
Yeah, just in case he gets jet equip.
There's no reason not to.
All right, so unflip so Delver flips. All right, so death right there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, what's happening here? What's being pointed out? I don't know. He's got no cards in hand though. So he can flash back the Grudge though to get rid of that Revoker.
No, he can't.
Why not?
Mom.
Oh.
Mom.
All right, that's that happens. So sometimes.
Mom.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so
we saw Schaefer almost lose with 3 Mother Lands out.
We did.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a great game though.
I love
So
I love
see-
watching Pino and his card selection. Like, it's
We
awesome.
see the attacks here. This is why it's bad not to have the grudge, but it's fine.
Oh, well, he can still do it because he's going to either...
No, you
He's got-
flashback the grudge.
Revoker's going to die
Yeah,
one way or
yeah,
another.
yeah. You have to. Although I don't know why you don't block with the death right. Like that's actually atrocious play by both of them.
Yeah, sure.
You just say sure.
Nick down to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you want the Delver dead, so it can't block your.
Oh, Judge's Council.
Sure.
Or Council's Judgment, sorry.
I guess. But now death right's active. Like this seems like very.
Yeah,
very
this
bad
is a little
around the
little loose.
board.
Yeah, like why do you even swing with like you don't even need to swing with Revoker,
It does shorten.
right?
I think it shortens the clock.
By
Just,
like a turn, but
yeah.
he could have like I don't know. But I mean, you know he's going to block, and you know he's got the grudge. So yeah, I don't know. So let's see what he's going to eat. Okay, creature. So Nick is going up to 6.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the
Which
attack.
doesn't-
And then down to 3.
Oh, well, that's a batter skull. And that's a force being hard cast. That's what you do. You just hard cast.
So Nick's actually at 3 right now.
Did he? Oh, you just swung again? Okay.
No, because
Huh?
yeah, when
Okay.
he did attack this area.
Okay.
So now, when attack, he's gonna eat and go to 2.
Yep. All right.
That's how that works.
And gives Nick one more draw to figure something out.
2 more, right?
Yeah, 2 more, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Although, with Stone Cold Mystic, that's far fewer.
Yeah.
Also,
Does he have a sort of like feast and famine?
You need what? You need the.
Or red? Actually, you want. Or I mean, Jet works too.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. You just want something to. Oh, and he's just running it down because.
Yeah,
Which
looks
is
like
smart.
Schaefer's got this in the bag.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see if Nick drew anything meaningful. My guess is because he's not windmill slamming it that he did not. Yeah. Is there another? All right. So there's another. There's a Flicker Wisp and a
It's actually
Revoker in the
annul
board.
Your entire deck card.
Oh wow. That's
Just the entire
that's pretty
deck.
good. That's I didn't know they printed that.
They did,
Oh okay.
but it's one at a time.
Oh, all right. Okabaka Lakuto, how are you doing? You're tuning in so late. We're almost done.
So you see an attack by Pyromancer. This is really interesting.
Wait, why? Why, Greg? You just let it happen. You're at 20 life.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I want as many creatures out as
You know
possible
why?
for that jet to
You
go.
know why? Because Nick Hess doesn't get free.
Okay,
He's
so
wastelanding himself.
Nick wastelands himself 4 times. All right,
right.
that passes him the hand. All right, so I doubt we're gonna get anybody else on camera. We'll go do a quick check.
It's too late. There's only 9 minutes left in the round.
But yeah. All right, so that's probably gonna be it for us tonight, guys.
So
Greg Schaefer's gonna take this.
can we take a look at the standings and we can
Yeah.
give a quick rundown on who did what's actually in here. So going to the last round, we had Manaless Dredge on top.
I'll go find out if he's won.
Bug Delver, piloted by David Gleischer, playing against Ethan in that match. Schaefer on Death and Taxes, playing against the Delver Booze Cruise. And then rounding out the 2-in-1s was Chuck Harris on Blue-Red Delver with Steam Vents against Ned Kadayep, and I don't know what Ned was playing. I think he was on like traditional Dredge. So that's kind of the top tables here tonight.
All right, so Ethan is actually still playing.
Okay,
Ethan and Glacier are still playing.
Ethan and Glacier are still playing. Either way, I think Ethan probably takes #1 here. He was undefeated going into the last round, so he's probably #1 regardless of what happens.
Okay, yeah, even if he,
Yeah.
because he'll have what 9 points no matter what,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and then Greg is only getting put into 9 points. All right, yeah, okay, that's right.
We'll
So-
see. I mean, it's tiebreakers and stuff, but most likely.
Yeah, but
Is that it for the night?
I think that'll be it for the night.
But yeah, so unless you guys have any other questions, we'll keep it open for a quick second, so that way chat can catch up. But yeah, otherwise, guys, I think we might call it a night. Anybody, any other outstanding questions that were not answered about anything that happened in the game? Dr. Derp really wants Manaless Dredge to get there, undefeated.
Some people just like to watch the world burn.
I think that describes Dr. Derp pretty well.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Obviously, we play quite a bit of Legacy out here in Chicago. Tune in every Monday and Thursday night. Mondays we come to you live from Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo, and on Thursday nights we'll just shout out MTG Card Market.
Yep.
You guys are broadcasting live Thursday night this week?
Yeah, every Monday and Thursday, unless something terrible is happening. So like when we go to the GP, we won't be casting that Thursday.
Sure.
And probably not that Monday night. But that GP should give us more than enough Legacy coverage for a little bit. You guys were great. Thank you so much, Mr. Beckstrom. And yeah, Frankie G, we're very proud of our Legacy group. Also, guys, make sure you check out our Facebook, WUBRGxyz. Also, our YouTube channel. We post all the videos up there, so in case you didn't get enough watching and you want to critique the players more, critique them in the comments, and I'll make sure the players get the critiques. Especially if it's Mr. Schaefer. He actually legitimately appreciates that, so I'll get good humor out of it, and he'll get good advice.
Well,
maybe.
Marginal advice.
Marginal. but yeah, so guys, we'll see you on Thursday. Hopefully, yeah, and then yeah, Coda, definitely. We will, like I said, we'll be wearing we'll all be wearing WUBRG shirts. I don't know what they're going to look like yet because we still have to get them made. I've got mine, but mine's just black. This says WUBRG. I'm also a giant, so it's pretty hard to miss. So if you see a tall, overweight gentleman wearing a black shirt that says WUBRG,
It looks like
it's pretty
Greg's
good.
trying to pay off the competition.
Is he? Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Oh, all right. Wait. Oh, there's some shenanigans going on. I see a 20. What's going on? Oh, wait, never mind. We probably shouldn't have showed that. What?
Scumbag Schaefer.
Winnings. Awesome. Derp, please do that. Especially because I will forward all comment notifications to him, and it'll be great. But yeah, so that really is going to be it for us, guys. It sounds like Ethan did take first. Greg, it looks like, took second. But yeah, all right, Thursday night, 7:30 Central Time. We'll be broadcasting from Card Market. Again, check out our Facebook, our YouTube, our Google, our Twitter, our Reddit, subreddit. Anything else, just Google WUBRGxyz. And we'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, all right, guys, thank you. Bye.
Have a good night.
So it's